If you're watching the replay, you could always support the channel by sending a super thanks. That's right, a super thanks. That's the heart shape with the $ in it right below the video. I appreciate everybody that's watching already. Please make sure you share this live stream. We have special guests in the building. Tyranny and Lakeisha Keisha is here. Thank you. I appreciate you. Let's go.
Spacey got the swords on. Spacey got the swords on. Spacey got the swords on. Spacey got the swords on.
Hey, bro, I appreciate you, man. Listen, man, go sub to my boy, man. Listen, man, go sub to my boy, No Cap-tivity, man. He's a good dude, man.
Shit, what you want me to prove?
Spacey got the swords on.
Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure you share the live stream out. Tyranny, Lakeisha Keisha is in the building.
Hey, bro, I appreciate you, man. Listen, man, go sub to my boy, man. Listen, man, go sub to my boy, No Cap-tivity, man. He's a good dude, man.
Sauce boy shit, what you want me to prove?
Spacey got the sauce on. Spacey got the sauce on. Spacey got the sauce on. Spacey got the sauce on.
Just over a minute before showtime. Grab your seats, grab your popcorn. It's gonna be a good one. Tyranny is here to set the record straight. Shout out to our sister Lakeisha Keisha in the building. We've been covering this for some time now. And we're gonna continue to bring out the truth. Tonight is no different. I appreciate y'all.
Shit, what you want me to prove?
Make sure you hit the like button and share the live stream.
Spacey got the sauce on. Spacey got the sauce on. Spacey got the sauce on.
Times in our life,
You got time to sing on it. You sing.
we all have pain.
So then you gonna sing.
We all have sorrow. Then I look at Wayne and I know that he will be ugly tomorrow. Lean on me when you're my cousin and I'll be your friend. I help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need my cousin to care.
No captivity. Freezy.
What up? You are officially locked into No Captivity with Freezy, where we tackle issues that sometimes have us trapped in this thing that we call life. But if you know me, you know my motto. To free yourself, you must heal yourself. And if you're rock with your dog, please hit that like and subscribe button hard right now. And hit that notification bell. That is if you rock with your boy, Freezy.
No captivity.
Tonight is going to be real good. Tonight is going to be riveting. We have our sister Tyranny in the building. Redemption is real. Vindication is real. God is real. You know, they say when you're a true believer, you're going to go through some things. You're going to go through some affliction. Sometimes you just got to sit in it until God says, okay, it's time to move. We went over that in Bible study today. Oh, and when God says it's time to move, it's time to move.
No captivity.
It's time to move. When he say move, everything gonna get shook up. Mountains are gonna move. Tonight is gonna be no different. Anton's daughter was posted on the 5150 show. And he really expressed himself as if it was in a distraught type of manner the very next morning on his show. He said he thought kids were off limits. That's what he said. But I think what's been coming out is Anton Daniels, you never thought kids was off limits. Never, ever, 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 ever. Anton Daniels, you never thought kids was off limits. You never thought kids was off limits. Come on, Anton. You know that. And we're going to prove that again tonight. But before we do that, how about we do a roll call to see who's all in the building? Shout out to my lovely sister, Red Scholar, a.k.a. Kimberly Johnson, is here.
No captivity.
She said, welcome in, everyone. As you come in, please click on the like button. It's free. It's a freezy way to support. It's a free way. My bad, sis. It's a free way to support the channel. Shout out to Kimberly Johnson from Temecula, California. It's a. I know what you did.
No
there,
cap.
sis. I know what you did. Also, shout out to CJ the Cat throwing them bowls. Shout out to CJ in the building. What's going on, CJ the Cat? AG, salute to you.
No captivity.
My boy Drelly, my brother Drelly is here, man. Drell in the building. Everybody here, man. Everybody coming on in. Grab your seats. Coffee Nino is here. Coffee said this gonna be good with my Bonchon wings and fried. What's Bonchon wings? I ain't never heard of What's Bonchon wings? Are they good? Shout out to Coffee
No
Nino.
Cap-tivity.
Shout out to Hendon. How you doing, Hendon? Hendon said, what up, No Cap family? Shout out to you, fam. Shout out to you. Thank you for being
No
here.
Cap,
Make sure y'all hit
Tivity.
that notification bell after y'all subscribe. What's going on, Jalen? Jalen said, hello. What's going on, my sister Jalen?
No Cap-tivity.
World class. World class. He said, he's speaking to our homeboy Drelly. He said, this your fault, Drelly. This your
No
fault.
Cap-tivity.
It's always Drelly's fault. Shout out to Wow. Shit, no diplomacy. Shout out to Wow Shit, no diplomacy. Say, man, dude said he's a Christian before a black man. By the way, ask him as a conservative, what the F is he conserving? That's a great question.
No Cap-tivity.
That's a great question, diplomacy. Shout out to World Class. He said, # we up. Of course, you already know what it is. Shalom, my sister El Cheapo.
No Cap-tivity.
What's going on, El Cheapo? Shalom to you, sis. Great to see you. Great to see you. Who else is here? Liberated Soul Rebel is here. He said, that's my boy. He said, that's my boy. He be on the scratch offs, man. And what he said? He be on the scratch offs, man. But look out, bruh. And chat. Hope everybody good. Shout out to Liberated Soul,
No
man.
Cap-tivity.
What's going on with you, my brother? Who else is here? How you doing, Gina? Gina Danielle said, hey, Freezy, you are the only show I look forward to. Are you serious, Gina? Gina, just don't be saying stuff to make me feel good. Let me give you a big bomb on that one.
No
Shout out to
Cap-tivity.
Gina Danielle. She said, you're the only show I'll be looking forward to. Thank you, sis. That means a lot to me. And that really humbles me too. You know, I don't take that lightly. I really don't. Shout out to Elite Belezoa. Elite Belezoa in the building. She said, hi, Freezy, showing a lot of love as she always does. Shout
No
out to Elite
Cap-tivity.
Belezoa. We love you too, sis. Jeannie Morena. She said, salute, Freezy. Shout out to you, sis.
No
All my sisters
Cap-tivity.
is in the building. Two queens, one king said, new subscriber alert. Start watching your show last week and really thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank you. Thank
No
you.
Cap-tivity.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Make sure you hit that notification bell as well. Oh man, there you go. On the next podcast, you say, it's cool when he do it. It's a problem when Corey do it. Cook 'em, Freezy. Shout
No
out to
Cap-tivity.
On the next podcast. Hey, you feel me? Put a 1 in the chat if you're okay with sharing the live stream. Put a 1 in the chat if you're okay with sharing the live stream and becoming a part of the No Cap campaign. For those of you who are willing to share the live stream, the share button is right below the video, right next to the like and the dislike button. It gives you an option to share it out to any one of your favorite social media platforms, or you can copy the link and share it out to any one of your close friends and family. Either way, thank you for sharing the live stream. And anyone that puts a 1 in the chat, I wish all of y'all $11 million in your life.
No
I really do.
Cap-tivity.
I mean that. Shout out to everybody that hit that like button. Everybody that put a 1 in the chat, I wish $11 million in life. Shout out to everybody that hit the like button. We got 46 people that hit the like button, 3 people that hit the dislike button. We're off to a great start. Hopefully we'll get some more likes and dislikes. If you're looking at the show and you're already disgruntled, especially if you're an Antonite, please feel free to hit that damn dislike button. Don't just sit there disgruntled. Don't just sit there folding your arms. Participate. If you're going to hate watch, participate, okay? Please, just participate. Hit the dislike button. Whether you hit the dislike button or the like button, we wish all of y'all $4 million in your life.
No
There's 3
Cap-tivity.
ways to support the platform. 3 ways. This first way is by Super Cap. That's the rectangle box with the $ slap dab in the middle of it. Right down there where you type your chats. I appreciate y'all. And it also colors up the chat. Also, the second way is by Cash Cap. The Cash Cap is $ Freezy no cap. $ Freezy no cap. That's the second way. And also the third way is by PayPal. The PayPal is No Cap-tivity with Freeze. No Cap-tivity with Freeze. As a matter of fact, we got a PayPal last night after I ended the show, and I want to give a shout out to Bridget. Shout out to Bridget for her $10 PayPal. Thank you, Bridget. I really appreciate you. Thank you so
No
much.
Cap-tivity.
Shout out to Bridget last night for the $10 PayPal. Technically I did miss it because I had ended the show, but shout out to you, sis. And last but not least, somebody asked, how can I become a sponsor of tonight's show? It's very easy to become a sponsor of tonight's show. It's only $20 or more to become the initial sponsor of tonight's show. Whoever is the first one to send $20 or more, your name will appear on the legendary sponsorship billboard, no cap sponsorship billboard that's flashing below. Who will it be? Who will be the initial sponsor of tonight's show? Whoever it will be, thank you, and we appreciate y'all in advance. Thank you so much.
No Cap-tivity.
Thank you. Now that the house cleaning is done, I got special guests and co-hosts of the show tonight. Yeah, I'm not doing this show alone tonight. I need my sisters with me. And it's going to be a good show. It's going to be a very enlightening show. Without further ado, I want to bring to the show Tyranny in the building. How you doing, Tyranny? Shout out to Tyranny in the building, man. Shout out to my sister Tyranny in the building. And also, without further ado, I want to bring my sister of the Keisha show. Can y'all believe she's on my platform? Like, God is good. I just want to say God is good, you know, because I'm still a small content creator. But I got Keisha I got Keisha on my show, and y'all can't tell me
Cap-tivity.
right now. I'm just saying.
I'm happy to be here.
Yes. First off, I want to start out by asking you young ladies, how are you doing today? How has your Saturday been going?
Mine's is great. I think our weather here was about 50, almost 60 degrees. So good day.
You're in
Georgia.
you like a cousin to Florida. So yeah, it's about y'all a little colder than Florida though. Y'all a little colder than Florida. Cause it's snowing. It snows in Atlanta, right? Because I used to stay in Atlanta and I was like, damn, it snowed in Atlanta. I didn't even know that. That's crazy.
Yeah, recently it has been, but I wouldn't it hasn't been doing it every year. It did, this year.
Yeah.
I think that was everywhere though, right?
Oh, okay. Shout out to the lady of the hour. We need more Tyranny. Tyranny, how are you doing tonight? How are you doing on this beautiful Saturday night?
I'm good. My son turned 7 this weekend, so we celebrated his birthday.
Shout out to
No
your son.
Cap-tivity.
The one that's gonna be for the streets, Nah,
Oh,
he's
my
a
God.
great kid, and yeah, I had a good weekend. All praises.
All praises, man. Shout out to the beautiful ladies in the building. Shout out to everybody else in the building. And I'm pretty sure there's some more people, not just women, but also men in the chat with kids.
Yeah,
Kids is a sensitive topic, and I think especially I have a special heart for Black American kids, right? Because the chips are so much stacked against them as Black youth. So when we have guys or men that claim to be Black disparaging kids, right? And saying egregious things about especially Black kids. Because when I was younger, older people used to say, son, you're going to have to listen. The way the world is, especially with the government and systems in this country, don't be surprised if you have to work 5 times harder, 10 times. Listen, but you can do it. You can do it. So just all of us growing up as Black American kids, we understand like the challenges of youth. Everybody doesn't grow up with a silver spoon in their mouth. Everybody doesn't grow up well off, privileged, right? Some of us, we go through struggles. I know I did. I went through some struggles, my mom and dad, I grew up in an old wooden house in Florida, right? And, money was scarce. Food was scarce sometimes. We had to make ends meet. So when you hear people on the internet, right? Because when I was young, I didn't even think this was possible. I didn't even think the internet was possible. But when you hear especially people who at times use Blackness as a convenience, but most of the time they disparage Blackness and Black culture, but
Right.
they choose operative times to use blackness as convenience. When you hear these people disparage black, especially, it's one thing to disparage and disrespect black mothers and fathers, but when you hear them disrespect black kids, especially because they think that they have the power to and the influence, and they're not going to receive any type of backlash because of who they are and their perceived status. When we hear people doing that or see people doing that, how does that make y'all feel? I'm gonna start with Lakeisha Keisha, then I'm gonna go to Tierney. How does that make you feel, Lakeisha Keisha?
Well, because I know you know, you're talking about Anton. So
Yeah.
Anton has this to monitor. So we don't even know if he believes what he's saying, if that makes sense. So this is all a money play. So everything he's doing, he's rolling that old, you know, that playbook where you just drag black people, you know, because you know, for some people, you know, it's beneficial. And people for some reason they like it. I don't know why, but you know, you want to make some money, drag black people, black women, and I don't know. So I don't, in terms of how does it make me feel, I don't have a feeling associated with it because I don't even let people like that get into my, you know what I mean? So I don't really have any feelings with it whatsoever. I just don't. Because I
Yeah.
feel like Anton is doing, if you go back and watch his videos from 10 years ago, totally different person. You see what I'm saying? So he
Yes.
structured himself to do exactly what he's doing, to
Right.
get money on the internet.
Could you do me a favor, Keisha? On this screen, right? Could you center yourself a little more on, you know, so the line won't just on this. Yeah, this
Okay,
good.
okay.
No, because I changed. Okay, you good the whole show right there. Okay, what about you, Tierney? How does it make you feel? We know that you personally had you endured that yourself. But just in general, how do you feel about that, Tierney?
I mean, he couldn't find nothing else to talk about. I mean, he look at a
Okay.
woman like me, I got it together. He couldn't talk about my face. He couldn't talk about my language, the way I speak. He couldn't talk about nothing. So it was a cop out. I feel like Anton is insecure. And only reason he is big and bad is the same reason I want my kids to be big and bad is when I leave some life insurance. But without the money, what is you? Without the money, what is you? You married a beautiful black woman and you trying to replace her with internet females. That's crazy. So
It is crazy. Yeah, it is crazy. And we're going to talk about that because you brought that up in the video that we're about to review as far as, you know, why he's so comfortable with other females and why the females that he have around him are so comfortable, even though they know he's married. I think that's a whole nother subject within the subject that we're going to talk about tonight. Right?
absolutely.
Yeah. And here's the thing though, Tyranny. I looked at the whole video. I didn't see anything that you said wrong. You were standing on righteousness, right? And any person with a sound mind would agree with what you were saying, right?
Yeah.
Any person with a sound, but it kind of weird that a lot of people was kind of turning it back on you and kind of scoffing you and mocking you, even though you felt like you were saying something that was not, first of all, not against God, and second of all, it was just appropriate.
I mean, they always say on this space we don't hold women don't hold each other accountable. Well, I'm gonna hold you accountable, baby. If I see you in a married man's face, that's way out of order. And of course, the married man ain't gonna say nothing. You know, that makes him look good. That makes him feel good.
Yeah.
But when that happened, it kind of made me feel like the same thing you said. Why is people siding with Anton? But I had to remember, Christ said they hated me, therefore they shall hate you. And like you said, I didn't say nothing wrong, but it is what it is.
So, without further ado, we're going to react to this video. And listen, everybody that's in the chat, everybody that's watching, It's a lot of comments. You guys know the only way we're going to read comments is through either super chats, cash apps, or PayPals. Super chats, cash apps, or PayPals, and we appreciate y'all. I do have the video queued up. Let me see. I'm gonna go to the. At first, I was not going to play the interaction between you and Island Girl Q, but I thought it was appropriate to add context to how we even got to an escalated point.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm gonna start right here. I do have this thing queued up. Let me play some elevator music right quick. Here we go.
You can't try me, no captivity. Crazy. I know it's hard to understand me. Respect me, to speak reality. I'm focused.
Okay, here we go. So this is the video in question. This is the video in question. And the origin of this video, it comes from a show called Fight Club, an old show called Fight Club. Shout out to Aaron O. He was the host of the show Fight Club, and Brittany B. Shout out to Brittany B as well. And so people just used to come on this show and hang out, late night and have discussions and stuff. Primarily, this was Anton's channel. But I want to say, if I'm not mistaken, I think this was Aaron O and Brittany B's idea, if I'm not mistaken, the Fight Club idea. Mm-hmm. Now, I appeared on this show probably like 3 times within the span of 2 years. I wasn't on this show a lot. I made like special appearances or whatever, but I really was not a regular on this show. But this episode that we're about to review is very significant because, of course, tyranny was disrespected to the utmost on this episode, and we're going to react to it. So we're going to start right here. And I want you guys to keep up and enjoy the show. Here we go.
No, that's not.
Okay, his wife is right here, so I'm not.
Go back a little bit. Here we go.
Okay, for one, most of these hoes can't have kids or don't to the black community. Adulterer, you ain't worth nothing. Secondly, Tyranny pay her own rent. You're an adulterer. You ain't worth nothing.
No, that's not.
Okay, his wife is right here, so I'm
You're
not
an adulterer. You still hang around a married man, and if you were hanging around my married man, I have to whoop your ass. I can't stand a female to hang around a married ass man. You out of line. I've been wanting to come at you, so don't try to come at me.
I don't really discuss stuff with bald headed.
Okay, so when Tyranny said that, was that like weird? Was that strange that Tyranny said that? Like, why are you always around this man and his wife? And you got your cleavage out, you take trips with him. Why are you always around? And why is his wife okay? Why is his, what do you think about that, Tyranny? What motivated you to say that, Tyranny? Go, you take yourself off mute, Tyranny. You take yourself off mute.
I said the Holy Spirit came on me.
Okay.
I woke up,
No captivity.
I've been seeing this, and it's wild. It's disrespectful. And again, we always talk about holding each other accountable, but I think it's very disrespectful, ladies, when you up in another man's space, especially if he's married. I don't care if he's cool with it or even the wife is cool with it. You got to know your boundaries. And him and her have been saying things about me, so it just gave me more motivation to say something that night.
What about you, Lakeisha? Was that strange for Tyranny to bring it up, or was that just a natural reaction to always seeing a woman, who's wearing tight clothes, tight, cleavage, and always around this man and his wife?
Now, how old was that video?
2023.
And she's still around him. She's still around him. Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. She called that out because that seems to be, what Anton does. Mm-hmm. But in terms of calling it out, y'all know people don't like to be called out. So, you can't, you know what I mean? They're not gonna like that. But that is, what we're seeing now, with Anton and these different women. I even started to think like, is his wife okay with this? Because it just seems weird. Like,
yeah,
what's going on?
So as women, and I see the super chat, I'm gonna get to it in 1 second. As women, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would you be okay with that? Would y'all be okay with your husband always having this particular chick around and she's showing cleavage and she wearing tight stuff?
It could be my boyfriend. Hell to the no. That is not.
No captivity.
And it don't even matter if she's cute or not. You know that male and female energy? Oh no. No. I'll slap the bitch. No joking.
Well, no, the reason why I'm asking because like the only way I'm processing that on how that's would be okay with a man's wife is if she down, if she she down for something, whatever. Allegedly. I'm not saying she is. I'm not saying I don't know that this. Well, I do got. Listen, I do got some video footage that kind of suggests strongly that they might be into that type of stuff, which will be coming out later on, but but I don't know. I'm just saying, like, when I heard Tyranny say that, because I remember this episode, right? I watched the replay probably weeks later, but when I heard Tyranny say that, I was like, yeah, anybody would say that, like what man, wife would be okay? Like, no, you're not finna be always around like that. Especially a black wife. A black wife would say, why is she always over here? What's going on?
Is that Island Girl Q? Is that who that is?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So Island Girl Q was the first Mika. For lack of a better term, Island Girl Q was the first one taking trips and going out with them and staying in hotels with Anton. And Mika, people think that Mika was the first. No. Island Girl Q was considered Anton's side chick, even though they were kind of trying to deny it or whatever. But Anton used to flirt with her, always compliment her out in public, say she was a baddie and she was his baddie and nobody could get her. She was his. He was very possessive about Island Girl Q, and it was very weird.
I heard that.
He was very possessive. I'm talking about if a guy was trying to talk to her, Anton, he'll stop that shit. He'll be like, this ain't happening. That's mine right there. So for a wife to see this dynamic in her husband and to be so gung-ho about another woman, it does make you question, like, what's really going on? Either this is adultery or they got something open, whatever.
But
I don't know.
That's not Christianity, right? Because the Bible says that you're not supposed to defile your bedroom. So what is you? Because I know a couple of YouTubers are sold out and they come on here and talk about their own people. So I don't know what's going on, but it's all a big fraud. It's all a big lie. It's all a big lie.
And that's a great point you made. As far as toting around this moniker of Christian conservative, right? Seems like you want to be a playboy to me. Seems like you want to be in the Playboy mansion, And Hugh Hefner was real liberal, free sex and all that. You want to be able to do your thing, but I think that if that's the case, you're misleading your followers, the people that you're influencing, because you got them thinking that you are this well put together dude. Quintessential husband, father, conservative about your ways,
But he a wolf in sheep clothing.
You really love God. I'm just saying, you're a man of God. Come on, bro. And then I'm gonna be honest with you. To me, it's almost like it's kind of insulting the intelligence of the people that's watching you. Like, we just dumb and stupid.
They is.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Them Antonites is crazy. They crazy as hell. They would defend this guy to the ends of the earth. Let's talk about that before I read the super chat. What is that though? It's almost a little. It's almost a little cultish. Would y'all think? Would y'all say that?
I was just about to say some Mike Jones type stuff. I don't know what he put in y'all water, hope, false, and Lat-tivity, but the man don't stand on nothing. I mean, I ain't trying to be disrespectful. Let's just be real. I was raised with real black men, okay? And they didn't pucker their lips, okay? They didn't talk about women. That wasn't what they did. They went out there and they made that money for their family, and they didn't embarrass their wives.
What about you? What about you, Keisha? Does it seem a little cultish to you, Keisha?
But listen, you got Trump supporters, and he just came out and called the, First Lady Michelle and Barack monkeys, and they still support him. So
that's a good point. That's a great
I don't know
point.
why people support who they support. It's crazy,
That's a great point, sis. Super chat. Shout out to Hendon. Thank you for the $20. You are the initial sponsor of tonight's show. We really appreciate you.
Use a debit card, tap it, make it happen. Cash app on deck, yeah, we keep it active. Super chat live when the combo gets deep. PayPal slide through, show love to the speed. Every way it works, no friction, no trap. Thank you for supporting, no captivity, no cap. Building this vision brick by brick, we ride. You ride with the mission, you already slide.
Shout out to Hendon for the 20 bone. She said the Hendons are down with the No Cap crew. Shout out to the Hendons. We appreciate y'all.
No Cap-tivity.
The Hendons say, keep up the solid work, bruh. Exposing these buster ass ninjas. Now roll the blue street dancer. Oh, I just did so me and my wife can rock out. No Cap-tivity. P.S. What's up, Tyranny and Keisha? Shout out to the Hendons, man. Speaking to Tyranny and Keisha.
No Cap-tivity.
We appreciate y'all. The Hendons are the initial sponsors of tonight's show. To be a co-sponsor or official sponsor of tonight's show, it has to be $20 or more. Shout out to the Hendons, man. Let's go ahead and put them. Let's go ahead and add them to the sponsorship. Here we go. Shout out to the Hendons, man. $20, man. To be a co-sponsor or official sponsor, it has to be $20 or more. Shout out to the Hendons. We appreciate y'all.
No Cap-tivity.
Okay, let's get back to the video. Here we go. So now I got it queued up to where Anton comes on. You know what? I'll push it back to where you and Island Girl Q's exchange but right before Anton comes on. Here we go. Just a little bit. Okay, here we go.
Read the Bible. Go read Proverbs. Then you can understand. But you'll never know what a real woman is hanging around a harlot. Talking about.
No. Hold on. Man, y'all be having real beefs out here, man. Hold on. Y'all be having real beefs out here.
Hold on. Y'all gonna try to come in tyranny? I can take it. I ain't got no problem with it.
Well, I mean, usually women for the streets can take it like that.
I'm not for those streets, baby. I've been single for over a year. I'm divorced. I'm good. I'm not for no streets.
No. You're
I have my.
Why you think he went straight for? Oh, women for the streets. Why you think he went straight to that? Trying to. What you think that was, Tyranny?
He had nothing else to say. So what do? You go to the very lowest and say I'm for the streets. You don't even know me. But that's it. Yeah, that's all he had to say.
What about you, Keisha? Like, do you see that a lot in men where they try to shame women and say, oh, yeah, you for the streets. Don't even know the background of the woman. They just go straight there. What do you think, Keisha?
Well, when I go back and look at all of, the different videos that Anton did on these panels, the number one thing he starts off doing is trying to degrade, that is just what he does. He starts to degrade you. He don't have to know you. And that's just, that's what he does.
Yeah,
you don't either be a hoe or you a baby mama or he says some of the most craziest things.
Right. That's a fact. Super chat. Shout out to Fanny P for the $5. What's going on, Fanny? Fanny say the women look beautiful up there. Shout out to Fanny P.
No Cap-tivity.
And shout out to Coffee Nino for the $2. He said, Island Girl Q. Pick me, side chick energy. Second place. Shout out.
No Cap.
Shout out to Coffee. Here we go, y'all.
3 kids. I'm raising my 3 kids. Full-time college student. I'm not for no streets, baby.
Yeah, and you on welfare.
No, I'm not on welfare. My rent is $1,800 a month, and it come out of my pocket.
I heard you. First of all, $1,800 ain't even enough to raise 3 kids. And
I got enough to raise mine. What you talking about? $1,800.
When Anton said, "And you on welfare," and you came out and said, "No, I'm not. My rent is $1,800 a month, sweetie." Anton is so arrogant, and shout out to Kwame Brown. Kwame Brown said, "You could tell you a new money nigga. Like, you ain't used to money, and now that you got a little bit of it, right? As you say, he just flaunts his newfound little bit of wealth around and talks down on people, and that, to me, that's not a Christian man. That's not an humble man. He doesn't live in humility, right? And he's very quick to down people and their life in comparison to what he wants us to believe about him.
Right.
And I think that's very cruel, and I think it's very inconsiderate of other people's feelings and the slander. He doesn't care about slandering people unjustly. He just assumed you was on welfare. What's the mentality that we're watching right here, Tyranny? What's that mentality?
A childish mentality. Especially as a grown woman who has children, I don't judge nobody. I don't care if you get welfare. I wish my rent freaking too much money. I wish I was getting $400 a month for rent. I'm just not in a position to judge people because I'm a real one and I go through.
And if you was on welfare, I'm saying I wouldn't judge you because of it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Some people need it at times. I don't know.
Yeah, for sure. Like Be Love and talk about I'm on EBT. I'm not on EBT. My children have it. It's there. I take it. But see, stuff like that don't hurt my feelings. And I think that's what Anton Daniels, that's why he got mad too. Because everything you throwing out at me, I don't care. I didn't care about it. Anton Daniels is used to trying to hurt people's feelings, but I'm not one of them. So it's just childish. It's childish.
What do you think, Keisha? Do you have anything you want to put in on that as far as him just assuming she was on welfare and she corrected him?
There is a saying, I had to look it up. It says, "It is better to keep your mouth closed and let people think you are a fool than to open it and remove all doubt." When Anton starts to open his mouth, you can understand everything about him, where he's from, what he's been around. You can tell that he is somebody that had nothing. You know what I mean? And now that he got a few dollars, he attacks and put everybody down, because it seems like the mindset is, you black, you on welfare. Where you been all your life? Everybody black is not on welfare. Everybody black is not broke. Where did you get that from?
That's a great point. And it might be a projection of how he really feels about black people. Well, we've seen a lot of projections. We've seen a lot of indications on how he really feel about black people. But you just made a great point, Keisha.
And don't look at people, look and think that you can look at them and know where. I'm in Atlanta. They be 25 years old. They're millionaires. You don't know what you can't look at a person and think you can tell what they are, what they can't. Like, that's crazy.
That was a great point. That was a great point. Shout out to Isabella the Goat for the $2. Isabella the Goat said, should never mess with another woman's man. Should never mess with another woman's man. Yeah.
No Cap-tivity.
They're definitely not Christian. Like, I would be honest with you. Definitely not Christian. Like, shout out to Auntie. What's going on, Auntie? Super chat. For the $2. Auntie said, shout out to Tyranny, one of the last real ones here. Shout out to Auntie.
No Cap-tivity.
Auntie covered this last night and it was awesome. Make sure y'all check out Auntie's live stream last night. Tyranny was a special guest on his show too, right? Yes. Shout out to Auntie.
Shout out to Auntie.
Here we go. Let's get back to it. Here we go, y'all.
Enough to raise kids. That's just rent. That's just rent. What you talking about?
So you got a job too?
Yeah, well, your haters want me gone. I'll be back, adulterer and her adulteress. Bye,
nigga. Listen, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Nobody is ever going to marry a 3-time baby mama that say she.
Tyranny, you're married, right?
I am.
No Cap-tivity.
Shout out to my husband.
I want to speak to that. This is the problem I always had with the manosphere, how they just try to speak things on people's lives, especially women. And they say it so matter-of-factly. Nobody's ever going to marry a woman like that and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
You don't know what God got for nobody. You don't know that. And they speak as if they're God. We know Anton, he carries himself as if he's God. As a matter of fact, he's going on record saying he's the next best thing to God and Jesus. I think he might have put himself before Jesus one time. What do you guys say about that, Tyranny, when he said that?
That's the words of the Antichrist. That's it. This man ain't no godly man. This man ain't humble. This man don't adore and his wife. Like, what are you talking about? Like you said earlier, you put your family in positions that you shouldn't because you won't shut your mouth. So I mean, Anton Daniels is similar to the Antichrist to me.
Your husband has seen some of this footage, right?
Yeah.
How does your husband feel about Anton, if you don't mind me asking?
First thing he said was that dude is weak. He said he was never raised to talk about no woman the way that Anton Daniels is. So he don't have no respect for a type of man like that, and couldn't learn nothing. He said he got the bag chasers. Why would you go after someone like that can talk down on women the way you do? That can talk down on people the way that you do. So my husband as well think that Anton Daniels is weak.
I think we forget that dynamic when people talk about people's children and even talking about women such as yourself. I think we forget that these women and children have other family that would not appreciate you saying these things.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We forget that. And that's why I asked you, how do your husband feel about Anton? Because I know if it was me, I want to whoop his ass. I'm just be honest.
Get him here for the thug.
Yeah, if I seen him, if I was fortunate enough to see the PUSSY ninja, I want to stump a mud hole in his ass. And you got to be careful. And see, the internet has afforded a lot of liberty for these cowards to say shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Without no repercussions. And see, this is why a lot of people don't feel a lot of sympathy or empathy for Anton when Corey Holcomb displayed his daughter, on the 5150 show. Now, I will say, I do have, my heart goes out to his daughter, right? His daughter is innocent. She didn't have to be here. But I kind of understand when people say, hey, man, it is what it is, Freezy. Who gives a damn? I understand when people say that, because when we've seen and heard Anton speak about people and their kids so heartlessly, it kind of makes you feel like, who gives a damn? You know how many years he's done that? What do you think about that, Tyranny?
About which part?
As
about
far as
not caring?
A lot of people not really caring about his daughter being put out there like that. I don't think it's an indictment on his daughter, but just a reflection of him and how he's been carrying himself and disrespecting other people's kids and families and stuff.
Yeah, you read what you sow. I mean, later on in the video, he said that my kids was going to be on a t-shirt and his was. What we talking about? You read what you sow.
Hold on. He did.
You did?
Oh my God. Ain't God real?
He shot it.
Hey, man, that's scary, man. God is too real. Keisha, what you think? Keisha, I got to get your take on. This is crazy.
I got partial of your video, but I think I was speaking to another content creator's video, and I'm just missing a lot of it. He said about your kids being on a t-shirt. I didn't even hear none of that part. That's crazy. That's crazy. And up here crying, talking about somebody said something about his daughter, and this is what he do on a regular. It's crazy.
The video that we're going over, I can send it to your email, Keisha, just so you can have the whole thing.
Yeah, but a lot of people would be saying in my chat, he always talking about people kids. A lot of people was like, hey, you do it, you can't cry now.
Yeah, and I also want to give a special shout out to Aunt T and Baller X for actually furnishing this. That's where you got it from, right? Tyranny.
Anthony got it for me from Baller X, so
Yeah,
he had to find it.
I want to give a special shout out to Baller X and Aunt T as well. Shout out to those content creators. Make sure y'all check them out and subscribe to their channels, man. Here we go.
For the black community and didn't even have her kid by a black man. First.
Oh, wow.
Secondly, she looked like a real roach in real life. Like this chick, seriously, bro. She looks like listen. Bro, that chick couldn't give me head for free. She couldn't pay me. Is no way that I would ever let a chick that ain't even got a headboard ever give me head, bro. Real talk. Like I wouldn't even be.
She don't have no headboards, so how can she give head?
I want to, instead of focusing on Anton right here, what do y'all think about the other reactions on the video? Hold on,
I would not even got a headboard ever give me. There's no way that I would ever let a chick that ain't even got a headboard ever give me head, bro. Real talk. Like I wouldn't even be.
She don't have no headboards, so how can she give head?
I would not.
Now I want to say this, like, this video is primarily about Anton, but I want to say this before y'all speak. I think social media has a way of just hyping stuff up, and this was Fight Club, so Fight Club was kind of, it's whatever, so that was like the atmosphere of the show. It was like it's whatever, right? And I think, to be honest with you, that was a big reason why I hardly attended that show, because for one, everybody know how I run my platform. I do not tolerate disrespect. And how Anton and Aaron O had that show set up, disrespect was a part of was a big part of the platform. Mm-hmm. Right? So I think when black women are present, especially when the manosphere was prevalent, it was deemed as soft for another black man to like defend a black woman in that position. Like, let's just say if I was on there, I say, hell, oh, Anton, hold on, bro. Come on, man, stop. Bro, them her kids, bro, she's somebody's mother. She could possibly be somebody's wife. She's somebody's daughter, bro. What are you doing? Mm-hmm. The atmosphere, what do you think about the atmosphere as far as, Anton going off and then him really not feeling ashamed for what he was saying?
Anton going off is just like, it's Anton's character. He it is what he is, which is a low bottom. But when I seen the other guys, they didn't really say nothing. I was like, damn, they didn't say anything. Even if they didn't agree, except for Izzy, they didn't say nothing. Now I understand this is Fight Club, but where your morals at? Like, nobody said, hold on, bro, as a man, you tripping. You doing too much. Nobody said that. They might say in the comments, but nobody actually stood up to him as if they were scared of Anton or something. You scared of an internet man that claims he got money. So it was disappointing to me because, like I stated, the way I grew up, I seen black men defend black women. I don't care what they might have went through. They never would let a man come up and say, you bald-headed, be your kids. A black man would have been like, nah, what you doing, bro? So I was disappointed.
What do you think, Keisha?
Yeah, like I was saying before, when I look and like research old videos of Anton, the setup was always to attack the woman. It was always what the end goal was going to be. Now, in terms of why did they, didn't say anything, I would imagine, just wanting to be there and not wanting to say anything. I don't know. I'm 50. I may not look 50, but I'm old school.
You did good, girl. Mm-hmm.
I'm not used to that. I don't even know how to perceive that behavior. I don't even know why those women are even there. You know what I mean? If you're being disrespected, why are you even here? You know what I mean? I just think that that was the entire setup because again, if you go back and
Yeah.
look at all of those shows, that was always the end goal. They could never have a respectable conversation. And then when you are a man, you're supposed to be the leader and you acting like that, what do you think you're going to get in return? Like, how
Yeah.
does that work?
And I would say this in defense of a lot of the men that was on the show. It was just the atmosphere, and it was almost like, what's that saying? To each his own, or everybody got it. Everybody for like, what is it called? Like everybody for self, or you got to protect yourself, or something like that. Or I forgot what that saying is called. Like, I forgot exactly what it was, what it's called. But like, it's, what did you say? What did you say?
Everybody for self sounds right.
It's kind of like, do these men have sisters? Do you got a mama? You know what I mean? It's kind of weird to watch it that nobody is saying anything. Like, I don't know. When I was watching that stuff, I'm like, this is crazy. Like, what the hell is going on?
But here's the irony, though. Now that Anton's daughter was posted on the 5150 show, the reason why I asked that question, me personally, I've been, criticized for covering Anton. I've had a lot of men defend Anton in my comment section, in my chat, right, in my message, even private messages. People coming out of the work. I'm talking about they're really defending Anton and talking about his family, defending his family and his daughter, his precious daughter. Well, now his black daughter, which he said on his show, now she's black, dark skin, whatever. What I'm saying is, to me, I just think the internet is all about favoritism. That's how I look at it. I think it's about favoritism, who has the most influence.
Right.
Person that has the most influence probably going to get the least backlash because of fear of that person being ostracized or cut off or something like that. Usually the people who are perceived as the low-hanging fruit will, catch a lot of the wind and the backlash and the whatever, right? It'll just be left for dead, Shout out to Mama D. But the point I'm trying to make is that I experienced that, like, a couple of years ago when Anton lied on me. Hardly anybody believed me, and it was because nobody wanted to go against Anton. They disparaged me. They put me on thumbnails. Nobody wanted to, and I was telling the truth. Not everybody know I'm telling the truth. I was, God will vindicate you at some point. All you got to do is sit and wait. But I get it. I understand. That's why I asked. Because I know how it feels to be in that seat where you be like, man, I'm telling the truth. Nobody believe me. You're going up against the big bad wolf, and everybody believes the big bad wolf, and they see he trying to eat you, and you ain't really did nothing. Go ahead, Tyranny. Go ahead.
But also, like Keisha said, I mean, the women, bro. I've never had a conversation with Keisha, but if I seen some dudes sitting there talk about her kids or etc., now we're not finna do that. We're not finna do that. I'm all about sisterhood, bro. I'm sorry, I am. I'm all about sisterhood because I know what we go through. Okay, I know what we've been through. I know what we're going through. So the last thing I'm finna do is sit here and hear another black woman being down by something like Anton, and I'm gonna just keep my mouth closed. That's just not me.
Nah, that's so fair. That's so fair. Shout out to Great Fox Love for the $20. Great Fox Love said, Keisha, I'm new to your page. You were wrong about Darlene earlier. She deserved to be fired. I've been watching Corey for 7 years, and she really be sneak hating on Corey. 5150 Love. We tune in for Corey. She should have held the t-shirt up. You want to respond to that, Keisha?
Yes, I do, because this is perfect, because we are just talking about how the women were disrespected. This had nothing to do with her holding up the t-shirt. For him to make a song about that woman and call her an MF and BITCH, that wasn't cause for. That was totally disrespectful. When you work for somebody and they are seen as your employer, and how can you treat somebody like that? Like, first of all, if I'm supposed to respect you and you call me an MF and BITCH, come on now.
Right. 7 years too? Come on, man. Disrespectful.
She's been there, I believe, more than 7 years. I believe it's been way more than that. But if you think about, I don't know why people feel like if they support a person that they cannot call out when the person does something bad. See, I don't roll like that. If you my friend, my cousin, anybody, if I see something, I'm going to call it out. I'm just not going to roll with you because I like you and I see you doing bad stuff. So whether she would have, held up the shirt or not. So it was okay for him to respond and call his employee a MF and BITCH. Come on now. That's not right. That's not right. Yeah, that's not right.
I didn't see that show. He actually called Darlene a BITCH.
So you have to, it's toward the end because I watched it, but what ended up happening is I stopped watching it because I figured that, they do their rap song. But what ended up happening is Corey has made a shirt and I think he got them, Anton's family on there and it's like a monkey or something.
Yeah.
But I think it was harsh of Corey to do it because Anton called black people monkeys. That's him and, Corey's. But Darlene is not black. So how do you think she would feel by holding up a shirt with monkeys on it? It's referencing black people. Now, she didn't say that she didn't feel comfortable, but she was like, I'm doing something when he asked her to hold up the shirt. So it turned into a big thing. They took a break. She was gone. And then he made a rap basically saying if she don't do it, he'll get another BITCH to do it. Come on now. That was
So did he fire her? Did he actually fire her?
We don't know. We won't know until the next show. You see what I'm saying?
Okay,
So
got you.
You can tell she felt so humiliated. Like it was, you got to go watch it. It's toward the end. It's like
I'm gonna go watch it.
Like 20 minutes from the end of the show, he humiliated that woman. And I was telling him, I said, listen, I like Corey, but this is wrong. Like this is totally wrong. You have an employee that's been down with you from the beginning. You can have a disagreement, but when it's to you being disrespectful, come on now, you can't call that woman no MF and B because she didn't hold the shirt up. So it seems like what the people were saying, some people were saying he felt like she wasn't loyal. She doesn't have to be loyal to you to hold up a shirt with a monkey on it. She doesn't have to do this ain't your woman. This is your, she has her own reputation to protect. She's not black. So how does she look holding up a shirt with a monkey on it? Why would you want
here's
her
the
to
thing. Why does she specifically have to hold up a shirt? Why did you just have a hanger or a rack or something, hold it up,
Exactly.
It's like, was he targeting her? And here's another thing. I think he's been holding some stuff in for her ever since Anton was there. I think he felt some type of way when
that's what they were saying. That's what they were saying.
Yeah, when her and Anton had a conversation before the show started. And some of the things that Anton was saying on the show, she was kind of nodding her head to, like in agreement a little bit, But I think as a co-host, people should be free thinkers and people should be able to express themselves on the show and be themselves.
How can you have a show when the people are afraid to listen? I would have japped out. I'd have cussed them all the way out. Like you will never do that to me. Like there was no respect for that woman. And then you feel like, here's the thing, Corey, if these people are saying all these things about you, which I understand where he's saying they trying to set him up. I believe it. But when you are on air humiliating your own co-host, what narrative are you playing into right now?
If he did fire her, I think that was a really bad mistake because I think that might also affect a lot of female listeners because it's some females that they follow her and they like her on the show.
Right. You gotta go. You have to go and watch it.
I'm definitely gonna go watch it.
I was seeing other people videos and I said, wait a minute, let me go and watch it. So for me, it was less about her holding the shirt. They're on a live show. You still have to move the show along. But to jap out and make a rap about that woman and call her an MF and B and you'll get another B to do it. Come on now.
I thought the shirt was too far. First of all, I would never buy that shirt. And I was mad that he put the daughter on the shirt like that. Because if he would have just had Anton on the shirt, I would have I probably would have bought the shirt. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You couldn't even get $50 out of Freezy Cause you put the daughter on the shirt and the wife, you know, I'm like, damn, you leave the wife and the daughter out of it. And I was like, he missed out on so much money when he put the daughter and the wife on the shirt. So I understand why she didn't want to hold up the shirt. Go ahead.
And the thing about it, we can work together and still have our opinions. She does not have to agree with that shirt. Like, she can have her opinion. So why is it that you feel like a person is not loyal? And I don't think you should call an employee loyal, or you know what I mean? But why do you feel like she should be loyal to you, that it tarnishes her own brand that she's building? Like, that don't even make sense.
That's a great point.
But he also said that Anton Daniels was kissing a white man's butt, right? Wouldn't the white man want to put black people as monkeys? Ain't that what Donald Trump just did? Why would you put black people as monkeys on your shirt? Wasn't they monkeys? Wasn't those monkeys' faces, or am I seeing something wrong?
Monkey, gorilla,
They were
primates.
monkey faces.
Yeah.
The
Why would
only
you do that?
reason why I didn't say anything about the monkey stuff is because Anton called black people monkeys. So now you're getting what you put out. You see what I'm saying? You call black people monkeys all the time. So when Corey did it to him, I didn't see no wrong in it because you put it out. Now it came back to you, but it could have went a little bit too far. You know, when you add the daughter and the wife, but don't make other people associate themselves with it. Like, she may not want to imagine Darlene holding it up. It'd have been 1,000 videos about her tomorrow. Like, why does she have to do that?
Yes, it would have. People would have been doing content left and right about Darlene in a probably in a negative light, you know. Yeah. So she actually, I think she'd made an executive decision by saying, no, I'm not holding that shirt up.
Right.
And maybe this was supposed to happen. Maybe she was supposed to got fired. Maybe God did her a favor. We don't know, you know.
When you watch that, when I watched it, I felt like I was there, like secondhand embarrassment. It was so like there would be no way that you would have saw that in any other light other than he was totally disrespectful. Because why you have to call a lady a B, like a MF and B? What is that? Like, she didn't disrespect you, so it just went too far. I'm just like, that was way too much.
Yeah, I gotta watch it. I'm definitely gonna watch it. Shout out to Great Fox Love for additional $5. You are the official sponsor of tonight's show. To be a co-sponsor, official sponsor, now it's $25 or more. Great Fox Love said, that's Corey's side woman. Is it? That's Corey's side woman, and you don't know what goes on in their bedroom, so don't insert yourself. That is his woman. You know, I've asked that, and most people say, no, that's not his side woman. That's just his co-host. I don't know.
Wait, they talking about Darlene?
Yeah, Great Fox is insinuating that that's his side woman. Maybe people are insinuating that. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, I can't speak on that. But let's get back to it. So I fast forward to when Anton actually said the despicable comment about Tyranny's kid. All right. And we fast forward and we're going through the video. Here we go.
Fortunately, I also think that her kids is gonna be trash.
Let me take it back a little bit. Here we go.
Quite possibly the poster child for a sober doesn't deserve to be in the same room as royalty.
Okay.
She doesn't deserve to be in the same room as royalty.
He called himself royalty. That's crazy.
Baby.
That's cool. Hold on for a second.
Why do y'all keep putting her next to me?
He called
my little.
He called himself royalty. That is
my little whore pony. Give me a second. The thing about it is that this chick is the poster child for an oxymoron. She is literally the person that we should have. Have y'all ever seen the Prince of Egypt in the beginning where they did the illustration of how they was throwing the kids off?
Yeah.
That was unworthy of even being born. Yo, listen. Not only is she trash, not only is her pussy trash, but unfortunately, I also think that her kids is gonna be trash.
So I think a lot of people missed before he said he thinks your kids are gonna be trash. He also said your kids were unworthy of being born. He said that. Did y'all miss that? Did y'all catch that?
I didn't hear that part.
You didn't hear it? You missed it all these years. Watch this. Here we go. Here we go again.
We uncrashed. Not only is in being born, that we should have. Have y'all ever seen the Prince of Egypt in the beginning where they did the illustration of how they was throwing the kids off?
Yeah.
That was unworthy of even being born.
So right there, he was insinuating, he was going into your kids, and it was insinuating that your kids was even unworthy of being born.
I don't even know what that means.
A lot of people miss that.
This nigga say stupid stuff. What does that mean? They not worthy to be born. What does that mean? You know, that's why when Anton Daniel say stuff, it just rolls right off of me because what you're saying is ignorant. You ain't never even met my children to say that. So that's crazy, but whatever.
What you got to say about that, Keisha? Because I got a lot of thoughts on that. I do.
He's just saying whatever. I mean, it's stupid. You don't even know her, so how do you? It's stupid.
Yeah,
that's dumb. Like you an adult saying somebody's kid don't deserve to be born. It's stupid. Like who says that?
To say that, in my opinion, is just total disregard for not only tyranny as a mother, but it's total disregard for the children. Right? He's talking about these kids as if they don't matter at all, you know? And I don't think people understand how heartless Anton is and how arrogant he is. When he was talking about tyranny's kids, it was in such a neglectful manner to where if your kids, if something happened to a, God forbid, it's almost like he would be like, yeah, good riddance. That's how he was talking about kids. Like, so when his daughter was posted on the 5150 show, I said this on my show, I feel sorry for his daughter because she is having to go through this because of him, right? Word is, I don't know how true it is, but I got word the other night that he actually had to end his live stream early. I don't know how true that is because he got a phone call about his daughter crying, about, you know, what was going on with her at school in connection to Corey Holcomb. Right, and he ended the show early. Well, he went on mute and then ended up ending the show. I don't know how true that is. That's alleged. I don't know. You know.
Yeah, I don't believe that. I mean, come on now. Like,
you think it's all an act?
I don't. So here's the deal. Whatever is wrong with his daughter is because he is her father. Come on now. How is a person that you don't know affecting your life like this? I mean, most kids have been talked about. Y'all, they done been ripped. Some of them done been beat up. So you saying that doesn't affect you, but what some stranger said, man, get out of here with that. That's a lie. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. So his daughter knows what Corey said, but don't know what he does online.
That's a great point. That's
no Cap-tivity.
That is a great point. I know. If that was my daddy, I would watch my daddy, you know, whatever.
But he watched Corey. So you knew what Corey said, and right. She was watching because you gotta understand they're in California time. So depending on where they are, like for me, I think it's like 11 o'clock. I don't believe that. His daughter is affected because he is her father.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he tried to come out and say, they attacked a black woman. My daughter's black, and they attacked. That's all you do is attack black women. You're a hypocrite, sir. Nothing that you say makes any sense. So your daughter is supposed to get a little cushion, but other people's kids don't get no cushion, or the black women don't get no cushion. What makes your daughter any different? Because when she go out there in the world, they're going to see a black woman like they see with me or with my kids. So he's just a hypocrite.
Yeah, and shout out to Keisha, she covered this already. Shout out to O'Shea Dude Jackson. He covered this already, along with several other content creators. Shout out to Chicago Rilla. What's going on, Chicago, for the $10? He said, we need more tyranny. Shout out to Chicago Rilla. Appreciate you, bro.
Use a debit card, tap it, make it happen. Cash app on deck, yeah, we keep it active. Super chat live when the combo gets deep.
Shout out to Chicago Rilla. He said, we need more tyranny, and we have more tyranny. Let's get it.
No captivity.
Okay, so we know, because a lot of people miss that. We know Anton said what he said,
Yo,
right?
look,
It was
you
crazy.
ever seen the Prince of Egypt in the beginning where they did the illustration of how they was throwing the kids off?
Yeah.
That was,
Oh, God.
that was unworthy of even being born. Yo, listen.
So let's stack that on to what Anton is about to say, because a lot of people miss that. We got to stack that on. Unworthy of being born, and what he's about to say right here. Here we go.
Not only is she trash, not only is her pussy trash.
First of all, why is he speaking on body parts that he don't even have no idea about? That
No captivity.
Because he wish.
That's crazy. Here we go.
But that was unworthy of even being born. Yo, listen. Not only is she trash, not only is her pussy trash, but unfortunately, I also think that her kids is going to be trash. We know that your children is going to either be stealing hubcaps when they grow up.
I also think that her kids are going to be trash. They are unworthy of being born. Very despicable remarks to be made about children. Let's take it off of tyranny. Tyranny's children are real people. Real people, man, with emotions, affections. God forbid your kids was close to the computer or device and they heard him say that. As a grown man, a Christian conservative at that. Not only that, see, I gotta throw everything. See, they don't like when Freezy get real.
No captivity.
Your wife right there next to you, hearing you say this shit. You got kids, Miss Anton. You got kids too.
Right.
Where is the sensible person in the room that say, hold on, man, come on, stop. This is getting out of hand, right? Anton said that he felt like kids were off limits. Do you really feel like he feels like that, Tyranny? Do you really feel like Anton, once his daughter got put on 5150 Show's Jumbotron a couple of weeks ago, Anton came on his morning show. He said he thought kids was off limits. We ain't got to play the clip. Everybody done seen that clip several times. Do you really feel like he feels like kids are off limits, Tyranny?
I feel like he feel like his kids is off limits.
This one here for the thug.
But I want to say this because I've been in an abusive relationship before, verbally, physically, emotionally, and she kind of give that fear vibe. You know, when people go through an abusive relationship, they have this certain type of fear, and it's either fear to say anything, it's a fear to do anything, and for you to be sitting in the back. Look, if my husband was sitting on here saying, "Yeah, beat it," I'll be like, "You okay? What's wrong? Do you like this girl? What's going on? Why would you lower yourself to start sounding like a bitch? I don't understand it. I would never allow my husband to sit here and start downing another female, knowing that we got daughters. We have daughters, and I don't want to reap what I sow if I'm coming back and talking about other people's kids. You know what I'm saying? So she just seems scared. Something's going on. It seems like it's fear. And
you think it's fear?
I think it's fear.
Hmm.
I think it's fear, especially if he has the money. Because a lot of us women, when we go into a lot of crap, we leave with no money and we leave with the kids. So if you don't want to go through that, you're going to stay and you're going to keep your mouth shut. That's just my opinion.
Yeah. What do you think, Keisha, as far as like him attacking Anton attacking Tyranny's kids and saying such egregious things about her kids like that, and his wife was in the room as well?
Oh, his wife was there. Well, here's the deal. His wife would have to see some of this stuff. Like what you said was an excellent point that I never even thought about. But there is a video of his wife saying he has multiple personalities and that she didn't think that he had, deleted somebody, but she said she thought he was capable of doing it. And a lot of people have said that they think that he might be abusive toward that woman. So how would you actually say that? It does give that, because who says that? Like, that's some crazy. If I'm into an argument with somebody, why would I want to say something about their kids? Like, that's crazy. It seems almost demonic to, talk about a child. So it does give that, he might be putting his hands on her, because Anton is always arguing. Why he always arguing with women? Why?
Yeah, it's a little catty. It's a little catty. You know what? I'm gonna tell you. Shout out to Venus in the building, Game Wise DJ. Shout out to all the sisters and the brothers that's coming through. We're only reading super chats, cash outs, and PayPals. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. Like, since I've been on YouTube, I can't remember me getting into no argument with a female like that. Do you remember that, Tyranny? Have you ever seen?
No, never. Never. For what? That'll be lowering yourself, right? Because women are supposed to be underneath men. So why would you lower yourself to start arguing with a female? And as you see, that's why I'm glad you played it first. I was talking to a female. Why are you interjecting?
That's a good point.
Yes. Let the women handle the women. Like the men are supposed to handle the men. So what we doing?
Yeah, that was a good point. And he came to Island Girl Q's rescue. Yeah, he did. He did. So we're going to let it play, and we're going to see Brittany B. Actually, it's almost like Brittany B. got to the point where she was like, come on, man. I'm a mother too. We got to stop this. Come on. If they pay for her to come back, she should be able to come back and defend herself. Brittany B. is a mother. And I think she had got to the point, no, that's not right, Aaron. No, bring her back up. Shout out to what's going on, Williams? What's going on, Mr. Williams in the building? I appreciate y'all. Shout out to Unc be streaming for the $2. He said Anton definitely verbally and financially abusive. Definitely verbally. Y'all want to speak to that? Do y'all agree with what Unc be streaming said?
I believe he is, because like I said, I'd never even thought about it until you mentioned it. The way that he is constantly arguing with women, it does give that. It really does give that. And if you just think about that video that his wife said, like, why does she say this? I mean, this is her husband. She said a man got multiple personalities. Why would your wife say she think you capable of deleting somebody, but she don't think that you have? That's crazy right there, ain't it?
Yeah, that is
yes,
crazy.
It is. It is a huge sign.
Go ahead, Tyranny. Go ahead, Tyranny.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I was just gonna say I'm a witness to it. I'm not speaking on no opinion. I know what I've seen. And when I see someone sitting in the background just not saying anything, it's because you're in fear that he'll reverse that energy to you. That's why. I don't know if he's physical. I can't speak on that, but I definitely know the verbal is there. And let me let you know, girl, get out. Income tax is coming. You better find somebody kids to claim. Get out. It's not worth it, because man is not God. Man is underneath Christ.
Right.
That's it. Man is not God. And ladies, if you find yourself in a situation where you feel like you can't leave, you got to love yourself first. And you got to keep it pushing. But I'm sorry, go ahead.
Doug Will said Brittany be a mom. Didn't know that. I'm assuming that she was I thought she mentioned her child before. Maybe, I don't know. But I think she is a mom, though, if I'm not mistaken. I think Brittany B is a mom. Let's keep going. Here we go. We're going to see when Brittany B comes in shortly.
Or
they'll have hubcaps when they grow up, Anton.
We know that listen, if she got a son, he probably watching a Kia Boys tutorial right now on YouTube. or it's a strong possibility that her daughter may be for the streets. Listen, let me tell y'all something. I care nothing about these.
Hold on. Hey, Aaron.
Whatsoever.
Hold
on. No.
Bring her back up.
No. We don't have to do nothing. We don't have to do nothing. We don't have to do anything. Hold on, no. Nothing about these.
Hold on. Hey, Aaron.
Whatsoever.
People paid.
Hold on, no.
Bring her back up.
No. We don't have to do nothing. We don't have to do nothing. We don't have to do anything. She's worthless. She's nothing.
It seemed like Brittany B. She wasn't even on camera. She had to actually bring herself on because Brittany B was a co-host of that show, so she had controls on StreamYard. Mm-hmm. She actually felt compelled to come on camera, and say, hold on, Aaron, bring her back on. It was almost like she wanted to say, this is too much. No, let her defend. At the very least, let Tyranny come on and defend herself. Don't let this man just talk about her and her kids. Cause if everybody paying attention, she came on when he went going in on the kids. That's when she really came on. It was like, hold on. No, this is enough. This is enough, Aaron. What do you think about that, Tyranny? Did you feel like that was significant when Brittany B felt the need to come on and kind of defend you and say, no, bring her back on. They paid for her to come back on. She needs to be back on the show.
Yes, I absolutely, because nobody else said anything. Nobody that was actually on the panel had any type of balls or boldness in themselves to say, hey, chill. Nobody said anything significant except for Izzy. But yeah, I absolutely appreciate her for even saying, hey, at least let her stand up for herself. That's why you keep kicking her off, because you probably know you can't compete. You can't compete. So let me just take her off so you can speak like a child and do your thing. But yeah, I love when she did that. And honestly, Freezy, she didn't show up on Fight Club much after that.
Really?
She did her own thing. Yeah, man. She stopped showing up after that.
See, I didn't know that. What do you think, Keisha? What do you think from the woman that came on? She wasn't even on the show, but she brought herself on, and she wasn't even talking to Anton, even though that technically was Anton's platform. Right. Aaron O, the guy on the far left up top, was the host of the show. She spoke to Aaron and said, hold on, Aaron, no, bring her back on. They paid for her to come back on. She needs to be back on the show. After she heard Anton disparaging her kids, what did you think about that scene, that little scene we just seen?
But didn't Anton stop her from coming back on though?
Yes. He pretty much bypassed what Brittany said. Was like, no, we ain't doing nothing. So he kind of, yeah.
The whole goal is to talk about you like a dog and not have. I mean, one of the things I heard Anton say was he wanted to do his own show because he wanted control. He didn't want people to mute his mic. He wanted to be able to say what he wanted to say. So it's for him to talk about you like a dog and for you not to say anything. So, I mean, I'm not surprised. I mean, that's just what he does. I mean, he's saying a bunch of crap anyway, talking about your kids. This man don't even know you.
I'm going to be honest with you. To me, it comes off as bullying. He likes to use his perceived power on the internet to bully people when he can. He wants to show people he can do what he wants, and that's his kingdom, and he can bully you if he wants. I think Anton might have been bullied when he was young.
No Cap-tivity.
I think somebody used to bully Anton, and he's just taking it out on people.
He couldn't have had friends when he was younger.
Yeah.
Did you see the video where he said that pretty much any woman that worked with him, he got to have sex with him? Did you see that video?
Yes, I seen that. Yeah.
He wasn't popular growing up. You can tell just by how he acts. You can tell he grew up in poverty and he didn't have nothing because all he talks about is money. Like, dude, like, are you kidding me? So yeah, he didn't have friends and nobody like him.
Here we go. Let's run through this. So now he's about to talk about how he wants Tyranny's kids to make license plates for him. I think that's what he said.
It's an industrial complex that's for profit. That's it. I want your kids making my license plates. Stupid whore.
So I want your kids making my license plates stupid, such and such.
Yeah.
All of these things that we're collecting that we've been hearing tonight in detail. And listen, I'm sorry. I'm going to get criticized for what I'm about to say. But it makes me less heartfelt for what happened to him. Listen, my heart, listen, I do kind of, I feel for his daughter, but for the whole situation as a whole, because he is included, because he is the father. It's unfortunate that he is her father, because it makes me less compelled to even be like, damn, my heart still goes out for the girl, but because he is the father and we're listening to her father say these things about other people's kids. We've heard some terrible things tonight. Go ahead, Keisha.
I ain't never felt any type of bad for his daughter because listen, whatever your children do or your parents do, unfortunately, you pay for it. So I don't feel sorry for his daughter. I feel sorry for somebody's daughter, and he's out there talking about winning kids. I don't feel sorry for his daughter. I mean, that's her father. Unfortunately, it is what it is. I don't feel sorry for his daughter.
What do you think, Tyranny? How do you feel about his hearing all of this, and you were the object of ridicule? Does that take a little oomph off of how you might feel about his daughter, or how do you feel? How does that make you feel about what happened to his daughter? Just be transparent.
Transparent. Unfortunately, she has to reap what her father has sowed. Unfortunately, I mean, baby girl didn't do nothing, but because her dad is an itch, then she has to reap the itchness, And I feel that same way. I mean, I understand. So I do feel bad that baby girl has to go through this. I don't feel bad that how Anton feels about it, but I couldn't imagine having to go through school knowing that Anton Daniels is your dad and people probably buying shirts. You know what I'm saying? Imagine little kids buying shirts, ha 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 ha, making fun of her.
Yeah.
What did she? And also, it's the mama fault too, man. I'm sorry, but you cannot allow your husband to sit up here and say disparaging.
I agree.
Things. Right.
We gotta stop. We gotta stop giving her a pass. We got to stop doing that.
Another thing too. Think about this. He never called the girl's name, but what he was kind of seemingly saying is that she was ugly. If you are a kid and you grow up thinking you ugly, where the hell did it come from? So your parents never instilled in you that you was beautiful? Because that's what we talking about. That, he was insinuating that she was ugly. Why would a 17-year-old child think that she ugly? Where would that come from? So if you grew up in a house full of love, your parents told you was beautiful, they made you feel beautiful, somebody say you ugly and now you're in shambles? Nah, bruh. I'm not. No. It comes from you as a parent. And another thing, he don't think his own daughter is cute. Let's just keep it real. He don't think she cute herself.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna tell you the truth. A lot of the women he centers himself around are far from his daughter or wife's complexion. I'm just saying.
If somebody said my daughter was ugly, it wouldn't even go into my heart because I don't believe that is true. So why do he believe his daughter? That's because that's how he feel about his own daughter. Let's just be honest.
That was a great point. Now, what we're about to see now, we're almost at the end. Before we put the link in the chat, I want to be sensitive about Tyranny's time and Lakeisha's time. Go ahead, Tyranny. You want to say something?
I did. So right before that last clip you showed, he said that your kids are only good for bringing in children or bringing in people to fund my industrial prisons. If you listen to his words, what do you mean? You're only good.
Let me play it back a little bit. Here we go.
He's making my license plates.
Go fund me. Nobody is gonna have a fish fry in your name. You're nothing. Nothing. Don't ever in your life feel comfortable enough to mention my name or talk about anybody that's associated with me or sitting next to me. You're nothing. You're trash. You're the bottom of a receptacle. That's it. That's it. Nothing. The only thing you good for is having more kids so that we can continue to fund our prison industrial complex that's for profit. That's it. I want your kids making my license plates.
And can I just say something? Because y'all may not know this. Do you know what he means when he say he wants your kids to make his license plates? Do y'all know what that means?
He wants them in prison.
That's what he's saying. How stupid is that? That's crazy.
You want her kids in prison.
That's crazy.
You want her kids in prison. You went from they don't even deserve to be here to now that they're here, they need to be in prison. And he's speaking this on your kids. Go ahead.
It just sounds like hate speech. He hates me. Look, this is not Anton's first time talking down on me. He has done this numerous of times. But it just shows his hate in me. You know why? Because I am a woman of the Most High God. And what you got in you is of Lucifer. I'm convinced. But that's just really ridiculous. Why would I speak on someone telling I want someone's kids to be in prison? That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, and especially you hearing that as your children's mother, I could pretty much imagine how much more intense it was, in real time. Here we go. So right here is we're about to see even Aaron O. Now I don't know if Aaron O and Brittany B was texting each other behind the scenes, but even Aaron O had to speak up and say, yeah, don't talk about the kids, man. Here's Aaron O. Here we go.
You're going to respect the men on this panel.
Aaron O is the host up top to the far left. Here we go. Right next to Anton.
Because for too long, you just been coming up here disrespecting and causing chaos and expecting everybody to just acquiesce over it in your bad behavior.
Well,
like I said,
I would agree.
Don't use my kids as your talking point.
That's what I'm telling you.
No.
Right there, Aaron O agreed with. Right there, Aaron O agreed with tyranny. Here we go.
Well,
like I said,
I would agree.
Don't use my kids as your talking point.
That's what I'm.
Aaron O agreed with tyranny right there. I think it even got to the point where Aaron O, where he started to feel uncomfortable too. Like, bro, what matter of man are you to talk about this woman's kids? You don't know about this woman's kids and the despicable things that you're saying right now. He was compelled to even just speak up and say, no, I don't agree with talking about his kids. No, don't do that. You know why Aaron O was saying that? You know why? Because the look we seeing on Aaron O face, look at the look we seeing on Aaron O face. Don't talk about nobody's kids because it might just turn around on you, Anton. Look how he looking. It might just turn around on you, Anton. Don't talk. I don't agree with talking about nobody's kids. Leave the kids out of it. What were you thinking? Did you notice Aaron O agreeing with you about leaving the kids out of it right then, Tyranny?
I did. I mean, look, it's his show. I understand your boss, but I absolutely noticed Aaron O being like, don't talk about tyranny, But everybody else on the panel, nothing. Nothing.
What do you think, Keisha, when you seen the host even say, yeah, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with talking about nobody's kids.
Which one was it? The one with the glasses or the other guy?
See the guy right next to Anton, looking like not the one with the glasses, but the on the far left with the maroon background.
Okay, I didn't hear him, but I couldn't really hear what he said.
Okay, I'll play it again. Here we go.
No. Bad behavior.
Well,
like I said,
I would agree.
Don't use my kids as your talking point.
That's what I'm telling you.
No.
He said, I would agree. Don't talk about kids.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's been out long enough. It's about time. They should have said that a long time ago. But I mean, I wouldn't be able to sit there. It's crazy. I mean,
so this was about 30 minutes into the show. 30 minutes later into the show. So yeah.
30 minutes.
Yeah, shout out to Aaron O. Okay, so this let me see. We're gonna watch 2 more clips and then we're gonna put the link in the chat and we're gonna go on with the show. So this next clip, Aaron O started talking to you, Tyranny. He started talking to you, and he was trying to tell you, Tyranny, just stop talking about your kids because all it's gonna do is open up for these for people to just for Anton. Basically, he wanted to say Anton for Anton to keep disrespecting your kids. Here's Aaron though. This is how I
thing
took it.
is my womb is open. It's not closed. That's a beautiful thing because we are supposed to be fruitful and multiply. Where a lot of people are getting their balls clipped and getting their tubes tied and they cannot contribute to a damn thing besides Jordans and themselves. Okay? Now, if I do have children, when I do, my children are going to be awesome. My children know 2 languages. Most of y'all kids only know 1.
But
my kids know 2 languages.
Can't talk about
okay,
your kids.
that's when you
stop talking about your children. Stop talking about your children because then you're gonna get mad.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna get off my kids. We're gonna get off my kids. Thank you. I'm just saying
how good of a parent you are and how you think parenting is good, but don't talk about your children. You understand what I'm saying? Like, because you open the line of question when you do that.
Okay.
So right there, Aaron O was like, Tyranny, just stop talking about your kids because you're just going to open yourself up. They're going to continue to disrespect your kids. What Aaron O really wanted to say was, Tyranny, stop talking about your kids because Anton is just going to, you're just going to open yourself up for Anton to keep disrespecting your kids.
We're here for the thug.
Now, what you were saying at the time, I didn't feel like it was anything wrong. You say your kids speak 2 languages. And I think what you were doing was you were informing the show and the chat how awesome your kids are. You was taking up for your kids as a mother should, right?
Yeah.
So, I don't even think Aaron O thought you were saying anything bad about your kids, but I thought that was significant because he felt the need to even stop you from saying something good about your kids and uplifting your kids because there was an irresponsible guy by the name of Anton Daniels on the show. And whether you said something good about your kids, it didn't matter. He could possibly use that as a way to just start talking bad about your kids. What do you think about that? And as far as Brittany B, now Aaron O really feeling uncomfortable and as a reflection of how Anton Daniels was talking about your kids, because you was trying to uplift your kids at the time.
One thing I learned as a woman is that we do put ourselves in situations we just shouldn't be. And me talking about how awesome my children are was just opening up a door for him to continue to be negative. So I understood the assignment. I appreciate that. I love it when someone can give me constructive criticism. Just don't talk about your kids because he's going to try to dig into the hole and there's, try to bring out crap when there's no crap to even be brought out. So I absolutely appreciated him for just letting me know that.
And Lakeisha, did that stick out to you that even the host was like, hold on, just don't even talk about your kids because I don't want them disrespecting your kids. It almost started to seem like, man, it's too uncomfortable now. And Anton was the cause of it. What do you think about that, Keisha?
Right. He was, setting the stage like, let's not bring up the kids. Let's just, that was a perfect opportunity for him to say that. And hopefully, because I didn't see the whole clip, does it stop after he says that? Is Anton still talking about the kids or?
I don't think it got as bad as it was prior. Do you remember anything else after that, Tyranny?
I don't. I had to get offline after that.
Because I think even Anton, when Brittany B had to come on the show and when his co-host Aaron was saying, I don't agree with talking about kids, I think Anton had kind of read the room after that and was like, yeah, okay, maybe I need to just pump the brakes, because I think Anton kind of started understanding how he was looking even in front of his co-host.
I remember his wife was sitting right there on the couch right next to Q.
Oh, she wasn't saying a damn thing. She wasn't saying shit.
Keisha didn't get to see that. He said, I keep good people around me. This is why I got Q. Turned the camera, and this is why I got my wife. Oh man, y'all niggas is wow.
Here we go. Shout out to Stock Holiday for the $5. Stock Holiday said, been a bag chaser. He's been a bag chaser for a few months. Thanks for uncovering the BS.
No Cap-tivity.
Shout out to Stock Holiday. Speaking of being a bag chaser, this is the last clip we're going to look at. Of course, we know Anton likes to brag. Anton likes to brag about how much money he actually makes off the bag chasers. Right? And so let's look at this clip. This is going to be the last clip we actually review before we put the link in the chat. I want to get y'all opinion on this right here. Here we go.
Because again, we in the new year, and I want people to really understand that what she's saying has no relevance to me whatsoever. So this is January 2023, right?
No, I can't look. I don't want to look.
Time period, transactions, personal bank
You shouldn't
account.
be showing your money because niggas
Don't worry
kill
about
niggas
it.
for showing how much money
This is
they
my
got. Why you
spending
doing it?
summary for the first 21 days of the month.
Why are you doing?
Tyranny.
I'll go back to December for you.
The bag chasers.
Hold on, wait. I'm gonna go back to December for you.
No, don't do it.
Why are you doing it?
So we're gonna go back to
that's
December.
sinful. You're being boastful, and you better stop because there's a lot of niggas on here that ain't got no money, and they'll kill you for yours. So you should stop.
That's December.
Are you dumb?
Don't say that.
Niggas killed each other for money. What you mean? And he
No,
over here
seriously, are you dumb?
on his money.
Let me help you to understand something. My monthly budget, my personal spending budget, is anywhere between $250,000 and $300,000 a month. I don't care about what you talking about. I don't rock with people based.
So I thought that needed to be highlighted. The behavior and what I want people to pay attention to, what we've been witnessing tonight, is a pattern. Anton will totally have extreme disregard for a mother and her children, even to the point where he would say something as far as they don't deserve to be here. He wants them to make their license. He wants them to make his license plate. Your kids are going to be trash. And then later, short time after, will brag about what he makes off of people on the internet. Brag about it as he shits on people who are on his platform. Lakeisha I was fortunate enough to have Lakeisha tonight on my platform out of her schedule. I was fortunate enough to have We Need More Tyranny on my platform because they have lives of their own. I make it a point when people choose to come on my platform to not disrespect them and to show the gratitude, right? Because, it could take time out of your day, out of your night, right? The attitude and the arrogance that we just witnessed from Anton on how loosely and easily it is for him to just say nasty, atrocious things about a mother and her children. And you have a mother too. You're somebody's daughter, right? And then brag about what he makes off of people. I think that super chat that we just seen was on time as him being a bag chaser for a few months and us uncovering a lot of the BS. This is what he thinks about his so-called followers and bag chasers. As long as Anton is able to capitalize off of you you're okay with him. As long as he's able to take advantage of you, he's okay with you. And that is the full gist of how Anton Daniels works. That's how he works. It's not a genuine love and respect for his brother or sister, his so-called brother or sister. It's, if you're not benefiting me, I really don't give a F about you. And that's exactly what we seen exhibited on these clips that we're reacting to. What do you think about that, Tyranny? Him showing his money after he just said so many terrible things about you and your kids.
I mean, that just show you the type of man he is. You know, he's not only a boastful, non-righteous person, he's also someone that could say something to someone and hurt their feelings. I mean, none of that, nothing of Anton Daniels that you guys seen tonight is a Christian. Nothing. It's a lie. And all of these bag chasing, and not to be disrespectful at all, but you guys have to wake up, you know, because the wolf in sheep clothing, that is real. Inwardly, it's a bad person, but outwardly, you guys are seeing something good. Wake up. Stop funding this man. This man has called, Lakeisha just told me this tonight, he's called black people monkeys. Are you not a black person? I'm confused. So why would you even support something that is so derogatory to your own race of people? I mean, Anton Daniels is just a low class for me. Freezy. That's just real. No matter how much money he got, he real life low class.
I think he's low class too.
No Cap-tivity.
What do you think, Keisha, as far as later on in the show, now he got to brag about how much money he makes a month with his Patreon and the bag chasers after saying all of the terrible things he said about Tyranny and her kids?
What I mean, that's typically his playbook. You know, I got more money than you. That's what he does. And that's why I said you can tell that he has come from nothing, because why are you showing people your money? He want to get ROBBED. Like, what's the purpose of showing people your money? I don't understand. That's, you know, that's, I don't understand that.
Well,
you know,
I agree with
have money.
Yeah. What did you say was the last thing you said, Keisha?
I guess he's lucky to finally have money, you know, because what is the purpose of showing everybody? You put yourself, like Tyranny said, you put yourself in a bad situation when you telling people how much money you got. It's crazy people out here. What's the purpose of that?
You know, O'Shea Duke Jackson did a video today. He just released a video earlier this evening. Shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson, man. He actually covered one of my live streams with Fanny P. Shout out to Fanny P. And he mentioned the bag chasers, and he showed the different tiers that Anton has in his Patreon as far as to be a bag chaser. He has the $9 tier. I think he says that it says the $9 tier is sold out, and he has a $49 tier that's sold out, and the one in the middle is $15.99, I think. That's the one that's open that you can purchase now. O'Shea Duke Jackson made a great point. He said the people he know that has real money, they don't have enough time to, you know, show other people, you know, how to get the bag and all that. No, they're too busy, you know, earning money on their own. And a large part of Anton's content is not even about, O'Shea really made me think about it. A large part, I'm gonna say 98% of Anton's content isn't even about showing people like finances and economics. It's about current events, just like the same thing we do. Anton covered a lot of the same shit we cover. And in his morning show, you know, he covers, you know, more political stuff, but hardly any of his content is about finances and economics and all that kind of stuff. Go ahead, Keisha.
I was gonna say this. The money that he's showing y'all on his phone, that is from YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. Hold on, let me give you a suspense for that. Go ahead, sis. Go ahead.
That's the YouTube check. That don't have nothing to do with his Patreon. You can set, like I have Patreon, I can set it up to say I want 20 people and it's gonna be closed after then. So
really? I didn't know that.
you can set it. I can say I only want 20 people. So it'll say closed because I may only want 20 people in there. But the money that he's getting is coming from YouTube. You got to understand on his main page, he has over 1 million subscribers. He has, I think, is it 4 or 3 channels? So he makes, I don't know what y'all know about YouTube, but somebody with 1 million subscribers and produce as much content as he produces on that main channel, Anton is probably making $300,000 to $400,000 a month on that one channel. So he making a lot of money on YouTube. YouTube pays you based on, you know, your content and what people watch. You have to understand Anton is putting out I think on his one channel is maybe like 5 videos, and he go to his, so he's putting out major content. But the thing that people don't know, I don't know if y'all pay attention, Anton ain't really doing shit. He's literally going to get other people videos and he's just sitting there watching it. So that's why he's able to produce, because he's really not doing anything. But when you get up there to as many subscribers as he has, people are going to watch it because he has 1 million. He don't need 1 million people. He don't even need to have 1 million people. He don't even need 250,000 people to make a nice amount of money. So the more content he produces, the more money he makes.
That was a great point.
No Cap-tivity.
And of course, Lakeisha Keisha would know she's a seasoned vet when it comes to content creation. So it would behoove you guys to take her word for it. Okay.
This one here for the thug.
I did put the link in the chat. We got a little time left. The ladies have a little time left. If anybody has any opinions on what we've been going over tonight, feel free to hit the link, join the show. We're looking forward to your opinions. We're gonna take a little break. The ladies, y'all can take a little break. And we're gonna play some music, and then we're gonna wait for people to join the show. Here we go. I appreciate y'all. Let's get it, man.
It's freezing, 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 it's freezing. Came from the curb with a nice day 10. Graduated from the streets, no bars, no fence. No captivity, mindset breaking every chain. Taught by the pressure, never taught by the fame. Head full of topics, but my mind stay clear. Move with a purpose, I ain't moving in fear. No captivity, I don't fall for a trend. I don't sell my soul just to fit in with them. YouTube streets cold, yeah, I seen how it go. Clicks over character, everybody for sure. But I keep it real even when views get thin. No captivity, I'm free when I speak. Graduated from the streets to the digital street. No captivity, I ain't locked in a lane. Move the algorithm when they type in my name. Captivity, stay on my grind every day. Clear mind, no chains. I don't drift, don't fade. Captivity, even when the lights get dim. I don't chase the fame. I make truth trend. I make truth trend. I make truth trend. From crack sidewalks to the platform grind. Turn pain into present, made purpose from time. No captivity, I don't beg for the crown. I build from the bottom, let the message go around. They want a character, I'm giving them me. Real love of our, that's the code I keep. No captivity, I ain't stuck in the past. I move with conviction, make the vision last. Algorithm watching every word I deliver, but I won't dilute what's making me different. No captivity, I won't trade my name. They say it out loud, but I don't chase the fame. No captivity, I'm free when I speak. Graduated from the streets to the digital streets. No captivity, I ain't locked in a lane. Move the algorithm when they typing my name. Captivity, stay on my grind every day. Clear mind, no chains. I don't tread, don't fake. Captivity, even when the lights get dim, I don't chase the fame. I make true trend. They say my name, but I'm staying the same. No captivity, I won't bend for the game. Cold in these YouTube streets, I still stand tall. No captivity, I was never meant to crawl. No captivity. That's the flag that I wave from the streets to the screen, still real, still break. Captivity, every chain I outgrew. If they say my name, they know what I do. Captivity. What crazy, what crazy, what's crazy. What crazy, what's crazy. No captivity. What's crazy, what's crazy, what's crazy. What crazy, what crazy.
Shout out to everybody that's watching.
No cap.
I'll bring my sisters down right quick, and I'll wait till they get themselves together. But the link is in the chat. The link is in the chat, and we're just looking to hear from anybody that wants to call in and give their opinions on this. How do you feel now about Anton's daughter? Has it changed for you about his daughter being posted on the 5150 show and Corey Holcomb making the t-shirts about his daughter? Has your feelings changed? Is it still the same since we've been going over this content, since we've been witnessing Anton Daniels and what he has had to say about people's kids, including Tyranny's kids? Has it changed for you? We want y'all to call in and let us know. A shout out to Gail at Night for putting the link in the chat. Shout out to all the mods. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. I appreciate y'all, man. We're gonna wait for a few minutes. If everybody is good on calling in, we can just get our final thoughts on the show and get up out of here. But if we're gonna wait for a few minutes to see if anybody, would like to be on the show as well and discuss this issue with us, right? Well, so while we wait to see if anybody is gonna call in, and there's another thing I want to say too, because y'all know I keep it 100, right?
No Cap-tivity.
One thing I've noticed since I've been covering Corey Holcomb and primarily lately on the latter end, Anton Daniels, I've had fewer and fewer people call in, especially about Anton. I don't know what it is. It's like, nah, I'm gonna just stay away from that one, Freeze. I'm gonna stay away. I think that the seat that I'm in and how I call out Anton, I don't think a lot of people want to be in this seat, because they feel like, and I know, people like World Class and several others in the chat that I know, they don't give a damn. They might not call in because they might just be busy or something like that, right? People like Trucker Yale, Mandrill, people like that. I'm pretty sure I'm missing a lot of names. They don't give a damn. But I just feel like there are some people that just want to stay away from it, right? It's Anton might see them talk or might miss out on opportunity. When it comes to social, I wanna pose this to Keisha right now. When it comes to social media, Keisha, people want to be, they want to form networks and they want to form connections to possibly move up in the social media ladder to gain more notoriety and attention. So people do kind of stay away from certain subjects, even though it's apparent and obvious that the person, the person that's the subject matter at hand has said some very egregious things and have carried themselves fraudulently. What do you think about that on the social media side of the game, Keisha? Because you can tell from your track record, you don't give a damn. Keisha don't give a damn. She gonna call it out when it need to be called out. What do you think about that, Keisha? Go ahead. I'm sorry. You on mute, Keisha. Go ahead. Go ahead. Okay, you off of mute now.
So, I guess it's going to depend on how desperate the person is, because now that I'm thinking, I've never been on anybody's show actually, but yours. I have never been on.
Hold on, let me give you a bomb.
No Cap-tivity.
O'Shea Duke Jackson, when he came on my show, he actually said the same thing. He was like, yeah, that's crazy.
Let me tell you why. When I started YouTube, and it'll be 3 years in July or something like that, I didn't realize how nasty it is, on YouTube. A lot of times you don't really find friends, you find enemies, which that was really weird for me, because I come from a corporate environment where you consider these people as your coworkers, but when I came over here, it was really different. So as I watched different things, I just wasn't into it. So I believe it depends on how desperate you are. Some people are desperate. They're going to do whatever it takes. But I really didn't have that. And in all honesty, it took me a while to do YouTube. You know what I mean?
Really?
So I was like, Yeah, I was like, what am I gonna do? Or so I changed my niche. I think when I first started, I changed my niche, but I wasn't that desperate to the fact that I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna chase behind people. It wasn't really that serious for me because I said it's either gonna work or it ain't gonna work. So
Right.
it really depends, some people gonna do whatever it is, that it takes. And
Yeah. So really, you kind of been a loner for a while, and you just been doing your thing.
I've been
And
alone for a while, and partially is I don't do the going back and forth with the beef and stuff. So I
okay.
saw so much of that, and I'm like, I don't got time for that. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah, me
I
too.
watch it, and I'm like, you think somebody is okay, and then they start doing weird stuff, and you be like, oh no. So
That's
I
a fact.
saw that I was like, oh no, I don't got time. I'm on here to make money. I don't got beef. Don't pay me. You see what I'm saying? I can't go back and forth with you. I'm not gonna get no money.
Shout out to Keisha. No, but you said some real. And listen to all the content creators out there, man. I would suggest that people listen to what Keisha said, because she ain't speaking nothing but the truth. People will try to lure you into some manufactured beef or something like that, to draw more attention to their channel so they can have more content to talk about in the morning and all that kind of stuff, And we know how it works.
Somebody, I'm not gonna mention her name, but she is she works with a celebrity. And me and her was talking, and I was like, why does this person, I said, I don't even know this girl. I said, and she keep doing these videos. I said, I don't know this woman. And she had to tell me, she said, do not respond to her. She said, because what happens is when you do it, then people run to her page. And I said, people really do that, man?
Right.
What? So I didn't really understand it. And after I learned that, I was like, I don't got time for these folks. So yeah.
No, man, listen, what you just said hit home, and it kind of confirms how I've been carrying myself. Because Tyranny knows I kind of been in my own little lane. They might see me show up every now and then on somebody's panel, but I don't really show up like that because, for one, and from my experience, everybody don't have good intentions, man. And especially on social media, there's always a ulterior motive somewhere hidden. Right. And it always comes out in the wash, and it rears its ugly head. And then you think to yourself, you say, yeah, how did I get here?
Right. I was one of the things that I noticed about you right away is you seem authentic. And it just seemed like it was what it was. You know how you meet people and you be like, okay, what, you know what I mean? It just seemed like you were who you were. You was upfront. It was nothing sneaky. So it was easy. You see what I'm saying? Where somebody sent me a thing, was like, I said, no, you know what I mean? No, I don't want to be interviewed. No. So it's like, you just don't want to involve yourself with a bunch of foolery. You know what I mean? To wake up tomorrow and have 30 videos of you don't even know what the hell they talking about.
Yeah. And even before the show started, I talked to you young ladies, and I wanted to make y'all feel comfortable and let y'all know, hey, listen, I'm going to be in the driver's seat. Hopefully I did a good job with being in the driver's seat tonight. And it was going to be an easy show, because I know Tyranny is heavily opinionated. So I know I wasn't going to have no problems out of her. And Keisha, you're a seasoned vet. And I just really appreciate you. What do you think about that, Tyranny, as far as we're covering Anton, and you can kind of see people are more apprehensive about speaking on these subjects or whatever?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like I said, I feel like they're scared. What are you scared of? Anton ain't finna pay your rent. You ain't missing out on nothing. He's not finna shout you out. He's not finna do nothing gloriful for you. He is only there to use you. And you guys know that. So with people not saying nothing, it's like, what y'all doing? But me, like you said, I'm very opinionated. I'm not disrespectful. I'm not finna disrespect you. I'm gonna give you my opinion. But I feel like a lot of the hate that I get on this space is because it started off with Anton. And because a lot of people follow Anton, and then we all end up following each other, the lies and the rumors started going back. Now, I know Lakeisha said she don't got time for the drama. I give you that work. Stop playing with me. But
Hey.
now
No Cap-tivity.
I'm married. I got a bigger family. You know, now I know where I give most of my energy to is to my husband and my children. You know, so but don't be scared of Anton. What he gonna do? What Anton gonna do?
Well, I think the way social media works, it works a lot off of clout. And let's just be honest, a lot of people are chasing it, you know. And listen, I'm gonna just have a moment of truth. I'm not here to waste my time either. You know, I would like for more people to engage. Right? Some people call it clout. Listen, let's just break it down to the brass tacks. If you're a content creator, you want more people to engage. But this is what's more important. This is what's most important to me. I want more of the right people to engage with me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm not just going to solicit engagement from anywhere and anybody. Everybody know if you come in my chat, you know, especially disrespecting my guests, disrespecting me, your ass gonna get blocked. Like, we use the block button real fast over here, and we, you know, my mods are snipers. They don't get away with a lot of stuff over here because I don't. For one, I have Bible study every Saturday in my Discord, 3:30 p.m. Eastern time. Shameless plug, and I just had it today. I really do fear God. I don't fear man. I don't care about Anton. I don't care about Anton. You know, as far as you gonna respect me, whoever you are, you gonna respect me. I don't care about if I lose, you know, a view because of, oh, you weren't supposed to talk about Anton, or you. This might not be the place for you because I'm gonna stand on business, right? And people that know me in my personal life, they know me to be that way in real life. I stand on what I say, and I really do care about the Black community. And if the people that are very familiar with my platform, they know I don't play about the kids. Like I always say, I'm not team man. I'm not even team woman. I'm team community, and I really do care about the kids. So when I hear like what we just heard in Anton, the terrible things he was saying about your kids, tyranny. When I hear men talk like that, I'm gonna be honest with you. Every time I watch the clips, it'd be unbelievable to me. I'd be like, a man would actually bring himself to talk about a person's kids like that. And I'm gonna be honest. Tyranny knows this. Tyranny is not the only one whose kids that Anton has talked terribly about. There are other people in this space that Anton has disrespected their kids to the utmost. Right? Am I right, Tyranny? Right?
You're absolutely right.
Yes. So tyranny does not stand alone. Anton is delinquent in talking about people's kids and family, right? This has been going on for a couple of years now. So when it happened to Anton's child, it did feel like karma. It did feel like he reaped what he sowed. And I'm going to cut off the link in a second because it seemed like you guys are good in the chat, and we appreciate you guys joining us on the show. And I'm going to get you guys final words, but I do want to say this. I said this on the last show, I'm gonna say it tonight. I don't think people really are grasping the full magnitude of what happened to Anton's daughter. What happened to Anton's daughter, I'm just gonna comfortably say, I don't think it probably is gonna happen to 99.9% of us that's watching this show. She got posted on Corey Holcomb's 5150 show when there was like 23,000 people watching. And not only that, the next week, he monetized her by putting her on a t-shirt where her classmates could pay $50 and wear it at school.
Who?
Corey Holcomb put, when the t-shirt that he showed his last show, The daughter was on the t-shirt with a gorilla face, with a monkey face, and the wife was on the t-shirt with a monkey face, and Anton was in the middle with a monkey face. You didn't see that t-shirt?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah. So he even monetized Anton's daughter as well. This is what his daughter is going through. What I'm saying is 99.9% of us aren't going to, we will never know what that feels like. What happened to her, right? Like her classmates could easily go to that website and buy that t-shirt and wear it at school. I know when I was in school, I know a few clowns that would have bought that t-shirt and they wouldn't even said nothing to the girl. They just would have showed up at school, said, how my t-shirt look? You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I was born in the 70s. That's all we did was rib. We were your mama. Yeah, listen, that's all we did.
Exactly. Exactly. So what I want to do, I want to get y'all final thoughts on where your head is at, where your mind is at, as far as what we've covered tonight with Anton. And also I wanted each of you to answer this question. Do you think that Anton in the near future will humble himself and will accept humility? So I'm going to start with the lady of the show tonight, Tyranny. I'm going to ask you, what's your final thoughts on what we covered tonight? And also, do you think Anton will, in the near future, humble himself and accept humility?
So what I learned tonight is God makes the final answer, not man. And the things that he has spoken down about me, that no one would want to marry a 3-time baby mama, which I don't know what that means because I was married. But I end up getting married to someone so amazing. It just shows that you can't believe what people say. People don't know what they're talking about over the Most High. Okay? Keep your head up when someone tries to put you down. And always stay humble. Because if you guys don't believe in scripture, you better believe in reaping what you sow tonight. You better believe. And what the scriptures say, that it's better for a boulder to be around your neck than for you to mess with my children.
No captivity.
That was deep. Listen.
Hey, you already know.
Man.
And I think Anton Daniels might humble himself behind closed doors. Unfortunately, I don't feel like it'll be in front of us because he got a rep to protect. But usually a lot of men end up humbling themselves after they lose everything. So I mean, Rita, it starts with you. It starts with you, and yeah, that's it.
Shout out to Tyranny, man.
No captivity.
Thank you, Tyranny. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
My sister Lakeisha Keisha, what's your final thoughts on what we've covered tonight? And do you think Anton will, in the near future, humble himself and accept humility?
Ooh, so what are my final thoughts? I mean, Anton is who he is. I feel like the only thing that is probably going to change him if he starts to lose money. I feel like he's driven by money. Everything is about money to him. I don't feel like there will be a change unless he starts to lose money. I mean, unfortunately, everything is about money to him. He might. I think if he continues to grow, I don't think he will change. I think if he starts to lose, he may look back and say, wait a minute. But
wow.
Who knows?
Wow, that is so. That's crazy that you pointed it out. The only thing that will humble him is money. The change in the amount of money he might be making. That's the only thing that can communicate to him effectively. If he starts losing money, then now he's going to relate that to the people. Oh, damn. I need to make adjustments. Go ahead, Keisha.
Think about it. I don't know if y'all watch Anton's channel, but Anton, when the hell does he go to sleep? Sometimes I can't do videos because when you're a content creator, your thoughts are always going, and sometimes I need to not think about videos. Anton is on here around the clock. His entire motivation is money. So it's like, boy, do you ever like not do a video? Like he does this, it's like a machine all day long doing videos.
Yeah.
He's motivated by money. It's like you
That's
do
sad.
videos all day, then you back on here again at 10:30 to do another show to get up again. It's just like, is he human?
Yeah. And the Bible says the love of money is the root of all evil. So he heavily rooted. I'm talking about the roots all in his ass. You know what I'm saying? It's all up and through there. I'm just saying. You was talking, Tyranny. Your mic is muted. Go ahead. Unmute your mic.
My apologies. I said it also speaks of idol worship. So for y'all that sit here and follow this man, knowing what he is about, hey, you will be judged on that as well. So I'm not trying to have him lose followers, but I just want his followers to wake up.
Well, I want to take this time out to thank my beautiful sisters, Lakeisha, Keisha, and We Need More Tyranny. You guys don't understand how much I'm so grateful to have you on the show. And just to take out your precious time to cover this topic with me. I do want to say, Tyranny, on behalf of the No Cap crew, you've done well. Shout out to your husband and your beautiful family and your kids. And we pray that God continues to keep his covering and his blessing and protection over your household and family. And it just would be nice to hear more Black men say the same thing about especially families in our community. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Also, I want to say, Lakeisha, Keisha, you just been doing an excellent job. I watch your content all the time. Please, mods, if you can, all the mods that's in the chat, find Lakeisha Keisha's channel and put it in the chat so people can click on it and subscribe. Also, find We Need More Tyranny's channel. Please put it in the chat, and so they can click on it and subscribe. Please subscribe to both of these young ladies' channel. Lakeisha, Keisha, we're in the same class because I just turned 52. It's wonderful to be here. Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Hey, God is good. God is good all the time.
No Cap-tivity.
And it was nice to meet you, Tyranny. I appreciate you. Now I know who you are, because when I was watching the video, I saw the lady and I was like, well, who is the lady? Because it kind of looked like the lady was on the side and it was the video, but you were the one that they were talking about.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the flesh. Yeah. And listen, I pray God's blessing on both of you guys' life and in everything you do. So I'm gonna, I'm gonna relieve you guys because you guys probably got some better things to do than be up here with Freezy. And I love y'all. I appreciate y'all.
Love you
All
too.
right.
Nice to meet you, Keisha.
Oh man. Shout out to the ladies, man.
No Cap-tivity.
Shout out to the ladies. Shout out to all the real men in the chat. I appreciate y'all. Much love to y'all, man. Much love to y'all. This was an excellent show. And we're gonna get that scripture, man. We're gonna get that scripture. Hold on, let's do it. Here we go. Let me see.
Yeah. You can't try me, no captivity. Freezing. I know it's hard to understand me. Respect me, to speak reality. I'm focused though, please don't ask where my mind be. It's about the community.
Here we go, right here. This is the benediction for the night. 1 Timothy 6 chapter 10th verse. 1 Timothy 6 chapter 10th verse, and it says, For the love of money is the root of all evil. For the love of money is the root of all evil. I need y'all to believe that, man. The love of money is the root of all evil. If you just base your life on chasing it, keyword, chasing it. Chasing the bag. If that's what your life is consumed of, chasing the bag is chasing the bag instead of chasing God. We need more men out here showing, especially men in our community, how to chase God. And God will show you, God will take care of you. God will provide. God will uplift you. God will motivate you. God will encourage you. And money will not be scarce. No resources will be scarce if we chase God first. Right? For God told us, for the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, what we've been witnessing is a lot of covetousness. A lot of covetousness, man. Desiring, what somebody else has and to live like somebody else and then comparing yourself with other people, comparing yourself with that person and that person, right? Egos, just going through the roof, uncontrollable. That's covetousness, that's covetousness, right? Which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith. They have erred from the faith. And this is what we've seen time and time again. People chasing the bag so much, they don't even mention God. They don't even care about God like that. They don't even exhibit godly behavior anymore, right?
No Cap-tivity.
They have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. Pierced themselves through with many sorrows, and it's not going to stop. The sorrows are going to increase and increase and increase and increase and increase. It's not my words. It's the word of God. Shout out to Stock Holiday. Thank you for being here, Stock Holiday. Stock Holiday said also, been a bag chaser for a few months. Thanks for uncovering the BS. Shout out to Unc Be Streaming. We appreciate you, my brother. Shout out to Chicago Really. He said, we need more tyranny. Also, shout out to YT Purge, a.k.a. Auntie. Auntie, I want to thank you again for allowing us to react to the video, you and Baller X. Big shout out to Baller X and big shout out to Auntie, the official YT Purge, man. Shout out to Auntie, man. Also, shout out to Isabella the GOAT in the building. Shout out to Kwafi Nino. Shout out to our sister Fanny P came through. Let's get it.
No Cap-tivity.
Listen, shout out to O'Shea Dude Jackson. O'Shea Dude Jackson covered myself and Fanny P on his one of his latest videos. Shout out to O'Shea Dude Jackson. I just want to say thank you, O'Shea Dude Jackson. Thank you so much, man, for shedding light on my platform. You didn't have to do it. You don't have to do it. And I'm very appreciative, bro. I really am. I'm very appreciative. Shout out to my brother Kwame Brown. Very appreciative of Kwame Brown for shedding light on my platform as well. Just got off the phone with him last night. Hope he's feeling better. Shout out to Lakeisha Keisha for, just having it in her heart to actually coming on my platform. This is her second time coming on my platform. And I consider my platform and her platform affiliate platforms. Shout out to her. And looking forward to coming on her platform if she would have me, real soon. Shout out to her. Shout out to the initial sponsor of tonight's show, the Hendon family.
No Cap-tivity.
Shout out to the Hendon family being the initial sponsor of tonight's show. Thank you. I appreciate you. The Hendon family. We appreciate you.
Keep throwing the dough.
Thank you, Hendon family.
Spend that cash. Support the show. Facts. Lights don't run a hole.
Many blessings to the Hendon family. Many blessings to the entire Hendon family. Thank you so much. And shout out to the official sponsor who finishing out the show tonight as the official sponsor of tonight's show. It go by the name of Gray Fox Love. A total of $25. Thank you, Gray Fox Love. Y'all know how we do. We're gonna celebrate Gray Fox Love like we usually do in no cap crew fashion. So get up out your seat and let's celebrate the official sponsor with a total of $25. Gray Fox Love. Thank you so much, man.
Wanna be a baller, shot collar, 20-inch blades on the Impala. Holler, get laid tonight. Push your road, I got spray bike in the highway. Making money to fly away. But there's gotta be a better way. Better way, yeah. It's
Shout out to Gray Fox Love.
No Cap-tivity.
Thank you, Gray Fox Love. We appreciate you, man. The official sponsor of tonight's show. Tonight's show was awesome. Once again, shout out to Lakeisha Keisha for coming through. Shout out to the lady of the hour. We Need More Tyranny. Mods, could you please put We Need More Tyranny's channel in the chat, and also Lakeisha Keisha. Oh, Gail did it already. Shout out to Gail. Make sure y'all put Lakeisha Keisha's channel in the chat as well. If y'all can find Lakeisha, oh, okay, Gail put Lakeisha Keisha's channel in the chat too. Shout out to Gail, man. Shout out to all my mods, Gail. Shout out to Kimberly Johnson, Red Scholar. Shout out to Fear No Mortals. Shout out to Big Bad Bull. Shout out to Venus. Shout out to all the mods, man, that's actually working in the chat. You know, I appreciate y'all, man. We need y'all, as y'all can see. You know, they lurking, but we ain't gonna stop. And you know, we're gonna cover also we're gonna cover Darlene as well. I got your email, Gail, as far as Darlene. We're gonna cover that, Gail. I hope that Corey Holcomb did not fire Darlene. I hope Corey Holcomb did not fire Darlene, man. You know, being on people's platforms, they could put you in a very tough position. Very tough position, man. I hope that Corey Holcomb was more professional than that and showed her more grace. But we're going to cover that, y'all. We're going to cover that. And we're going to cover some more stuff too.
No Cap-tivity.
It's not over. Tomorrow, we do have the No Cap Mental Health Workshop in the Discord, right? No Cap Mental Health Workshop in the Discord, 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time. If one of the mods can find it, put the link to the Discord in the chat. If you can find the link, put the link to the Discord in the chat. 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow, Sunday. We are having our weekly no. You know what? I might call it off tomorrow. You know what? Let's just call off the No Cap Mental Health Workshop, because I know some of y'all gonna be attending, like, you know, Super Bowl parties and all that kind of. I'm gonna give y'all a day off tomorrow. No Cap Mental Health Workshop will resume next week, all right? So no Cap Mental Health Workshop every week, every Saturday and Sunday, 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Bible study, No Cap Bible study, No Cap Mental Health Workshop. Every Saturday and Sunday. Saturday Bible study, Sunday No Cap Mental Health Workshop. Everybody that actually has a channel membership, make sure you maintain your channel memberships every month, as that's the only way you will be able to watch our VIP Wednesdays. So we call channel memberships over here VIP passes. So shout out to everybody that has joined the Discord and that has maintained their VIP pass every month over here.
No Cap-tivity.
Y'all, that brings us to the end of the show. This is No Cap-tivity with Freezy. And y'all know what I always say. Shout out to the entire chat. Shout out to everybody watching in the clouds. Shout out to the No Cap crew. Shout out to the mods. Y'all know what I always say. To free yourself, you must heal yourself. Shout out to everybody that hit the like button. 208 people that hit the like button. If you haven't hit the like button, go ahead and hit that like button. Shout out to everybody that hit the dislike button. If you need to hit the dislike button, hit the dislike button. And shout out to everybody that's continuing to share the live stream and that was a part of the No Cap campaign. I wish all of y'all $11 million in your life. I really do, man. Everybody that hit that like button, I wish you $4 million in your life. And once again, you know what Freezy always say. To free yourself, you must heal yourself. And until the next time, we are out of here.
It's freezing. 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 Came from the curb with a nice day 10. Graduated from the streets, no bars, no fence. No captivity, mindset breaking every chain. Taught by the pressure, never taught by the fame. Head full of topics, but my mind stay clear. Move with a purpose, I ain't moving in fear. No captivity, I don't fall for a trend. I don't sell my soul just to fit in with them. YouTube streets cold, yeah, I seen how it go. Clicks over character, everybody for sure. But I keep it real even when views get thin. No captivity, I'm free when I speak. Graduated from the streets to the digital streets. No captivity, I ain't locked in a lane with the algorithm when they type in my name. Captivity, stay on my grind every day, clear mind, no chains. I don't drift, don't fade. Captivity, even when the lights get dim, I don't chase the fame. I make truth trend. I make truth trend. I make truth trend. From crack sidewalks to the platform grind. Turn pain into present, made purpose from time. No captivity, I don't beg for the crown. I build from the bottom, let the message go around. They want a character, I'm giving them me. Real love of our, that's the code I keep. No captivity, I ain't stuck in the past. I move with conviction, make the vision last. Algorithm watching every word I deliver, but I won't dilute what's making me different. No captivity, I won't trade my name. They say it out loud, but
shout out to the Hennis for becoming a member. Appreciate you.
Graduated from the streets to the digital streets. No captivity, I ain't locked in a lane with the algorithm when they typing my name. Captivity, stay on my grind every day, clear mind, no chains. I don't tread, don't fail. Captivity, even when the lights get dim, I don't chase the fame. I make true trend. They say my name, but I'm staying the same. No captivity, I won't bend for the game. Cold in these YouTube streets, I still stand tall. No captivity, I was never meant to crawl. No captivity. That's the flag that I wave from the streets to the screen, still real, still break. Captivity, every chain I outgrew. If they say my name, they know what I do. Captivity. We're crazy, we're crazy, we're crazy. We're crazy, we're crazy. No captivity. We're crazy, we're crazy, we're crazy. We're crazy, we're crazy. It's freezing, it's freezing. It's freezing. It's freezing.
No Cap-tivity. Freezy.